8 a.m., where it all started for old Ken in this universe. Oh, God, I miss the 8 a.m. audience. Y'all are some beautiful people. Y'all know me. I'm Ken. I need no introduction. I left my mark in this motherfucker. Now I got this bitch with me. I don't know what the hell's going to happen at 8 a.m. It's a totally different beast than noon. I'm going to tell you that right now. But guys, I'm back. We're going to do this shit. What the fuck was bust last night? So much drama. So much crazy shit happened we need to talk about. But my Lakers finally won again. 2-game win streak. It's fucking awesome. We got Mel in her fat suit. It's going to be a great morning, guys. I cannot wait to get to... Oh, shit. Wrong one. Damn. I need to wake up. But before we can talk about Mel and her fat suit, before we can talk about bus and all the shenanigans, talk about nightmare scamming live going like 5 streams in a weekend. It's all craziness. We got to start this show. Let's get this thing started.
Let's go. Can't stepping in the feed.
Okay, baby, welcome to Cash Cow. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Lucifer heels on the dash. Hold tight, baby. This that cash.
He say spreadsheet, I say slay. He say compound, I say pay. He shout dividends, I shout lash. He built Olympus on that cash.
Cannon and toga, flexing the gut. I turn the camera, zoom on the strike. You want the secrets, you want the stash. Kneel for the shepherd of the Lolcow cash.
Lolcow cash. King came booming, markets crash. Melts of a laugh and swing that lash. Oh, Lolcow cash. Boomer Greek God and a neon flash. Barbie to his Ken, we splash that cash. Dash, 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 dash.
Cash.
Rocky Apper, she is not in a good mood, bro. I'm going to say it right now. Mel hates her life.
He say value, I say vibe. He say long term, I ride live. He bless the bag like ancient rites. I light the ring for the Friday night.
Ken with the crown, sandals of gold. I drop a wink, timeline explodes.
You want the playbook, want that stash. Chant for the council of the Lolcow cash.
Lolcow cash. King came booming, markets crash. Melts for laughing, swing that lash. Lolcow cash. Boomer Greek God in a neon flash. Barbie to his Ken, we splash that cash.
Who's your daddy?
King.
Who's your Barbie?
Who's your guru?
Who's your guru?
Spam that chat,
Let's break this frame.
Lolcow cash.
Can't boom it.
Markets crash, Melsifer laughing, swing that lash.
Let's get the show started, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lolcow Cash. What the fuck are you doing? I see you're muted. You're muted.
It's a hard day, Ken, okay? I got a lot of more movement to move around.
Bro, the day just started. Literally just started. It's 8 a.m. It's a great morning.
I know. Who are you telling?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I forgot how early this shit was. God, this is this is an adjustment. Guys, I had to set an alarm for my first time in a very long time, right? Because obviously when, you know what I mean, I didn't have an alarm for a while. We were at noon. I was like, fuck yeah, I can wake up whenever I want to. Now I gotta wake up. I gotta wake up to fucking noise and bells and screaming because it takes a lot to wake me up. Mel, what kind of alarm do you have?
My husband.
No. What kind of alarm do you have?
I answered your question, Ken.
Bro, oh my God. Pick the energy up. It's 8 a.m. We got this. Look at her. Look, she's depressed.
Being for real. I have a hatch, so it's actually super gentle. But who the fuck wants to actually get up to answer to somebody, dude? I want to answer like nature's call when I get up. I don't want to answer to some fucking machine.
So that's the funny part, right? So human beings are not meant to wake up to loud sounds and all this other shit, right? 'Cause that's why when you wake up, you're like dazed in the morning. You know what I mean? You're not. But if you wake up naturally, normally you wake up in a lot better mood.
Yeah, but that's why the hatch is so dope, because it's like a circadian rhythm thing, and it's actually pretty gentle. But man, I like being told what to do.
Oh, I don't. None of us do, right? Elias already going back to sleep, bro. Get some Tim Hortons in you. You'll feel better. Appreciate you, Elias. And again,
No.
K baby, welcome to Cash Cow. Thank you so much. So here's the other funny part, right? If you wake up and you go back to sleep, it normally fucks you up even worse, because I've done that before, right? Like you wake up, you wake up, right? You get a nice like 7 hours of sleep. You wake up in the morning, you go back to sleep for like 3 or 4 more hours. You feel horrible. The body doesn't like that, Mel.
It doesn't, yeah. I don't know how that works, the science behind it all, but I fully agree. It's fucking whack. Like once you're up, you should sadly be fucking up.
Yeah. Well, your body creates too much. It's not melatonin. It's a certain like chemical, right? Like you take melatonin, it creates that in the brain, like it forces it to create it. But if your body overruns on that shit, your brain stays foggy, and there's no amount of coffee that's gonna help you wake up on that one. Fun fact, Mel.
Well, I know melatonin puts you to sleep, obviously, but so I don't know. All I know is if you're up, but it sucks if you're not used to being a morning person. So
Facts. What time do you normally wake up?
I weirdly enough, I wake up between like 8 and 9, but that's like softly on my own, like with the girls, you know. So
How much coffee do you drink in the morning?
I drink like a whole pot by myself.
Me too. That checks out. Definitely. Well, anyways, like sleep stream, let's go, bro. Nah, there's no way in hell we'd ever do a sleep stream. Like I physically can't, right? Because I got to take.
We'll just turn the stream on. We'll set it to automatically start and have it pointed to where we're sleeping. That's the sleep stream.
Well, the problem is it'll be like Nightmare, right? Because, everyone said Nightmare scammed his sleep stream. Did you hear about that?
I did.
So
when he was actually like killing the camera, but he was actually asleep. That's what I'm saying. An actual sleep stream.
Yeah. Well, so if you guys don't know, right? Saturday they did the sleep stream and Live did, and then people were claiming that Nightmare had scammed that. I think at one point, Steak even said that he had like a loop of him like awake or sleeping, and it was a camera playing on a loop. So he was actually
no. So what it was is
really?
when his camera dies, it freezes on a frame. You can see it sometimes in live, like when his battery dies, it just holds the frame. So they were like, "Oh yeah, he just froze it on that frame, or his camera just died on that frame, and that's how he scammed it." Yeah.
I misunderstood
so
that.
You're okay. So we have 139 people liking and like 4 likes. I think that should be changed. I think we need to drop some likes.
No, we got 19 likes. Fuck you talking about?
Oh.
God,
my PC.
God, bro, dealing with you at noon was enough, bro. Dealing with your dumbass at 8, this is not good.
I am not a morning person, dude. You're gonna learn to love it.
So I used to be a morning person, and then,
Yeah. Then we got the privilege of sleeping in.
Facts. Fuck, I got on members only chat. That's my bad, guys. I'm sorry. Let me put it back in sub mode. I don't know why the fuck. Look, I was on autopilot this morning. I apologize, guys. Yeah, fucking talk. My bad. All right. So let's get into this thing. You know what's fucked up? So over the weekend.
So much.
Oh, yeah.
So much this weekend, yeah.
So I'm talking about outside the LCU. So I was watching, because I watch other shit than the LCU, believe it or not. And there's a streamer I watch, right? He's called Something Sinister. And he talks about like the darker side of things. And he talks about, what are you doing?
Playing with this fat suit. Continue talking. I'm
Oh
regulating.
yeah, fuck yeah! I forgot about that shit. Yo, stand up.
You were so into it, you
I
didn't
know.
even notice that I looked different. You actually liked me today, kinda.
Oh, well, I mean, I didn't talk shit. Yeah, so she's in her fat suit today, guys. Go ahead and stand up. Give us a nice little spin.
The black was so slimming, you barely even noticed.
Oh yeah. This is a nice shelf, Mel.
Okay.
Oh yeah. That's just amazing. See, look. See what happens when you get some junk in your trunk. Actually, you see what happens.
I barely fit in my seat. You're joking?
Yeah, it's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful.
Look at these like saddlebags. Mine are big enough as it is.
Saddlebags. You ain't got no fucking saddlebags. Yes, she's wearing a fat suit. Look, Joko Outlaw. Mel's still fine, even in a fat suit. See?
Yeah, from here up, which is what they see. I'm like,
did Sly quit? He just stopped showing up. So
yeah, because he's still in the server.
Yeah, he's still in the server. That's the weird thing.
That's usually the big quitter is people leave.
Yeah, but again, we talked about that on Saturday a little bit. Don't want to go into too much detail on that either, but we just hope all is well, and that's pretty much that. So, but yeah. So anyways, let's get back to this, guys. By the way, if y'all want to see Mel dance, throw a 10 up, and we'll make her dance in her fat suit. So anyways, I watched Something Sinister. You talk about the darker side of things. And apparently there is the latest release of the Epstein files include a journal. right? It's called I'm Beyond Broken. And this is
Who
fucked
wrote
up.
it?
A victim. All right.
I
So
don't know.
to give you all the TLDR on this shit. So there's a victim of Epstein that basically was keeping a journal of shit she was going through. Right. And what's fucked up. All right. What's up? Yeah. Appreciate you.
Hold on, Han Solo. I actually have hair curlers. Do you want foam rollers, Velcro rollers? You want pin curls? Let me know. Put it on a 20. We can talk.
What are you talking about?
Han Solo. He says he wants to get me some hair curlers. I have foam rollers, Velcro rollers. I do pin curls. I do all the
Oh,
hair
like
curlers.
the fucking hair? Is that what
The
you're
hair,
talking about?
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah. So, but anyways, so she wrote this journal of shit she was going through, and apparently in part of the releases, Epstein was into transhumanism, and what transhumanism is trying to evolve human beings into the next step, not like trans man and transsexual. This is totally different.
Oh, okay. That's what I was like.
Yeah, no,
ooh.
transhumanism. So
Okay.
he befriended a lot of like scientists that were in New York, and these people, like, their names are in all this shit, right? So I mean, I'm not gonna like drop names. I don't remember the names. But long story short, what she was doing is she would take, you know how like old school ransom notes would be like cutouts of like magazines and like notes put together so they didn't know the handwriting of the person. That's what she was doing in this journal.
That takes forever.
But look, but listen, right? And then she was writing in a code. And in the code, it was like up, down, up, down. So instead of spelling left or right, she'd spell up and down. And the fucked up part is, from what they can tell from this journal, Epstein was using his DNA to impregnate this girl, right?
I have heard things about that. And like his DNA is like everywhere.
Yeah. So people don't know like really how many kids he has, because like no one knows what happened to these kids. But like this is the point of the story I'm getting to. She called herself Beyond Broken because the first time she gave birth, right? The woman, her name starts with a G. I can't think of it right now. She was saying in her journal that she was there, like telling her to shut up and be quiet as she was like pushing out the fetus. And she would put her hands over her eyes whenever the baby was actually born. And all she could hear was the screams of the child getting fainter and fainter and fainter. Right. And by the time, and obviously she's wondering what happened because she has that motherly instinct. But she gave birth to a second fetus, but it was premature because she was malnourished and she wasn't being treated right. And she gave birth to it in the toilet. And she said she just flushed it and she felt nothing. She literally felt nothing. And she documented this in her journal. And she's like, I'm beyond broken because she felt nothing. And then she was like, I should be haunted by the screams of my first baby, but I don't. She's like, when I hear them, it's soothing. Like she would listen.
Man,
I'm telling you, this is
It's
look,
so heavy.
This is fucked up. I'm telling you, like y'all should look at this shit, man. Like it's crazy. It's actually crazy, this shit. And then there was a third fetus that was given birth to, and no one knows what happened to the babies after that. But apparently they were doing human experiments trying to create the next race of human beings.
Which
like-
is silly. Okay, so I'll take this to a better spot.
It's fucked up, man.
Humans are always evolving on their own. Like we don't need to force it.
Oh yeah, no, 100%, right? But I mean, it's the science of it, because science has come so far, and like we all do like animal experiments and shit, but no one does human experiments, obviously, because it's unethical. But
It's unethical, but there's like a human trials is a thing. Like once it gets far enough in its progression, like it is a thing.
well, yeah, no, 100%. But the thing is, they have to consent to it, right? You have to consent to the trial.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like
Yeah,
people are
that's
kidnapped
heavy
and then
for
fucking.
this morning.
yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm telling you, it's just insane. Like if y'all ever want to look into it, look for the I'm Beyond Broken journal, the Epstein files. It's fucked. It is fucked up. But that's beside the point. So I told y'all when I was when I went to St. Thomas this last year, right? We actually went past the island, and a dude actually bought it. And what he's trying to do is the owner he wants to create a resort for people to go to, right? Because he wants to kind of change it all. Apparently, he bought it for $60 million. That's what he bought the island for.
Is that a good deal? I don't go buying islands.
People are saying he got screwed over, but it is what it is. I can't. It's too early for this shit. Yeah, I know it's too early, but it's just, I had to get that out because I watched that video last night. Like, it's insane, the shit that got out, bro. It's crazy. But anyways, enough of that. I just wanted to kind of get that out. But on a lighter note, my Lakers are on a 2-game win streak. Destroyed the fucking Kings, and your Joker lost last night.
That's fine. He's
Fuck
still
him.
really cute and funny and sweet, and his horses are beautiful.
Whatever. Ken looking good with coffee in her hand at 8 a.m. Chubby, this is way too fucking early for me. I'll get back into it, don't get me wrong, because I used to do this shit. Like, I used to work, get home, go to sleep, and then wake up to do the show, right? I had a nice little, like, rhythm going. But, you know, we'll get back into it. But, man, how was your weekend? Enough about me.
It was good.
What'd you do this weekend?
I went to buy a car, and the car was on some pussy shit, so I didn't buy it.
How was a car on pussy shit?
So I may not show it because I'm such a girly, dainty thing here, but I'm kind of, I don't want to say a car snob, but I'm very particular about cars. And I need a fast mobile, right? I don't need a sports car. That was my ex who needed a sports mobile like that. He was a big car head, a big petrol guy, but I need a fast mobile. And I went and drove an SUV, and I was like, nah, this ain't doing it for me. It didn't even have 300 horsepower, and I should have known then. I'm like, it's cute though. I should have known. It didn't even have enough horses for me, so I was like, whatever. But we found a cute little like retro arcade and spent some time there, and so like that was fun, and it got us out of the house for a little while. Nice. And so yeah. So I just decided I have to go and basically replace my old vehicle because I loved my old vehicle and it has all the specs that I like, and so I'm just gonna do that. I just have to wait to find it.
You only probably do European cars, don't you? You're one of those chicks.
I used to. My ex and I used to.
It has to be German.
So I used to, like I said, I used to be like, my ex had a GTI. Do you know what that is?
Volkswagen, yeah.
Yeah, that was like my first experience with that, and I loved it actually. That was like a cute little zippy fucking thing, turbo spool. But no, actually, you will or will not believe me, but I loved my Ford Explorer. And
really?
That's what I'm looking to replace now. Yeah, I had a Ford Taurus, and I was like, I love my Ford Taurus because it was like not a police interceptor, but it was like the civilian model based on it. And then I just needed a bigger one because I got more dogs. So I got the Explorer. And I'm like, I love my fucking Explorer. And it just recently got totaled out, and I've just been waiting to replace it. And with him getting home, we needed another vehicle. Yeah. So we've been looking to replace it, and nothing will replace it for me because it just hits all the boxes. And plus the horsepower in those things is great. And this one didn't do it for me. So I'm like, I need more horsepower.
Shout out. I got to work on my Civic. I'm not looking forward to that, but that's beside the point. Yes, we're all going to do Remind. We hit the goal. We're going to do Remind before we get into fucking Bus, because a lot happened on Bus yesterday we need to talk about. We're going to hit a little bit of live, nothing too crazy. Nicole Elliott says, but did you crochet?
No, I haven't crocheted in like a few days. Y'all keep me busy with like chat and work. Like, it's easy enough to sit and watch a show and crochet, but like chat is such a huge part of it, and Discord is such a huge part of it. I have been slacking.
So you're taking Discord more seriously than you're crocheting? Is that what you're telling me?
I am. It's really bad.
It's terrible. I hate that.
It is.
Yeah.
But Dog Mom said her husband drove a GTI when they first met. Yeah. My ex was super into his GTI. The extra funny part was like, my ex was taller than my current. And so he kind of leaned into the fact of like, when people are like, oh, short guys drive big trucks. But my ex was super tall, and he drove like a really small car. Yeah. And so it was fun to see him like pulled himself into it and then like pull himself out of it.
Yeah. Because I have a 2014 Dodge Ram 1500, the quad cab and all that shit.
And you're 6'5".
Yeah. But I also have my 2006 Civic, right? Little 5-speed. So.
Oh yeah, you have to like push yourself into that.
Oh yeah. Now I want a Type R. I really want to get a Type R this year, but my wife also wants a fucking Genesis fucking SUV. So.
Yeah, that's a pricey one.
Yes,
I feel that.
Fuck my. Don't get me started.
Before we got the last vehicle, I wanted a Supra so bad. But do you know you have to basically give up your firstborn to get a Supra and a manual these days?
It's crazy. Me. Yeah. Not a lot of people know how to drive manual. I want to, before I get rid of the Civic I have now, I want to make sure my wife knows how to drive a stick. I definitely want to.
I love that.
No, yeah.
I've known since high school. My best friend taught me, and I can drive a stick. I have a motorcycle endorsement. Actually, we just sold our Rocket this past summer because he deployed.
Yep.
And it's been a whole thing. I absolutely think that's a necessary skill.
100%. Robert Keaton, Ken, any updates on Sweet Tea? We're going to get into that. That whole situation is fucked. I didn't watch a lot of Bus. I think you did, right? And you were talking to me about it, so I'll let you lead that conversation. Sorry, man. My Lakers were playing the Kings last night, so I had to watch that. I had to watch that fucking demolishment. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get into Remind. We definitely hit the goal for it, so I'm going to do my normal switcheroo. We got Remind back. We got Remind in this bitch. You know what I mean? Let me get the border up. Damn. This feels like home. Guys, y'all know what to do in the chat. Y'all know exactly what to do in the chat. Don't act like you don't. I need it.
So tell me.
I need to see it. I need to see it. For the old heads that know, I'm going to see it real quick. There it is, Han Solo. There it is. Did somebody say Remind? There it is.
You thought we were impressed. Now clearly this is ammo. Lolcow. Lolcow. Demo. Fuck you, still this is to jump it off your flaps. Billy, give me 60 bucks. 60 bucks. 60 bucks. Demo. Fuck your season, this is there, shove it up your flaps, really give me 60 bucks, 60 bucks, 60 bucks. Demo. Fuck your cease and desist and shove it up your flaps. Billy, give me 60 bucks. 60 bucks, 60 bucks, 60 bucks.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lolcow Rewind. My name is Ken. It's been too long since we had some Remind action, guys. It's been way too fucking long. I got Mel with me. Welcome to the Lolcow Rewind. How you doing, Mel?
I'm good. How are you, Ken?
Oh, I am chilling. So, Lolcow Bus happened last night. They did a 5-hour extension stream like they normally always do on the weekends, which I'm telling you right now, if I was the host of Bus, I would have been like, yo, it's a little bit too long. But, it's beside the point.
I think Tech told us that it was getting too long by the fact of, did you see the amount of beers he was holding by the time it was close to the end?
Nah, not at all, bro.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
That's the thing, bro. Like I'm cool with extension streams, don't get me wrong, but if it gets to like 4.5, 5 hours, I'm like, bro, like, what are we actually doing? You know what I mean? But that's
We're hanging out.
Basically, just because it's easy to plan like a 2.5 hour show, especially with Bus. There's a lot of shit to talk about, but once you get like the 4.5 to 5 hours, it's like, bro, what are we doing? But
yeah, we're yelling at each other. We're getting drunk. We're hanging out.
Hell yeah. So I see Fuzz in the chat. Apparently, Fuzz left the Discord, from what I understand.
I only got told that this morning, Fuzz. What the heck? Chubby had to tell me, and I'm like, holy shit, okay.
Yeah, I ain't got nobody to talk shit about the Cavaliers with now, Fuzz. What the fuck, bro? That's beside the point. So,
I noticed that too, though. I was like, okay.
So it's just this whole big drama right now with Pitt, right? So in Pitt, you know what I mean? Glammy was supposed to go and have a one-on-one with Wonder Woman on Saturday. And evidently that women. She showed up, and then Glammy didn't show up, right? And like, what the actual fuck? And then later on, Mama's the bomb. Welcome to Band World. Thank you so much. And then later on, fucking Yo Mama did another stream Sunday on Pitt when he was dressed in a fat suit, right? Lolcow fat or whatever. Glammy didn't show up to that. And what the fuck is happening? Right. So
I don't know. That was a fun stream, though. I came for that one.
Yeah. Like I say, your mom always puts on a great show. Don't get me wrong. But anyways, Glammy joined up on Pitt to talk about it. So let's see what Glammy has to say. Let me get this shit. Let's get this shit ready real quick. Share it with you so we can share it with the audience. All right, let's get it.
Glammy
Okay.
was in the main chat arguing about Yo Mama and claiming that she was not informed of the live stream, and I told her she's welcome on bus, and she's
Who?
Glammy Lammy.
Oh, put that bitch up here.
Let's bring her in.
I love a Glammy.
Hi, Glammy.
Glammy.
Don't say that.
Hello.
Yeah. I wasn't exactly arguing. I was just explaining. It's different. I'm not arguing. I'm just explaining. I got attacked everywhere because of the fact that people were saying that I was a no call, no show on Pit today as well as yesterday. We had set up, my man works a lot. And this Saturday he had asked me to make plans. It was 10 minutes before we were ready to go live on Pit to do the Wonder Woman thing. So I said, okay, can we please, can we do this tomorrow? Because my husband wants to take me out. It's really important. Can I please just go? And he's like, okay, don't worry. He goes, if you got a date, don't worry about it. So I said, okay, cool. And then he chops me all up on screen.
All right, so let's go and get into that now. So apparently, she let your mama know that she had a date planned, and there was this whole big thing. And then he said, "Go ahead." And then next thing you know, your mama said, "Fuck you." Right. So the question is, who do we believe? Who do we believe, Mel?
I believe them both, but I also feel like he might have said go as a way to like bait her, which isn't the best, but it's not the worst either, because they hit a goal, and we all know in this whole universe how we all feel about goals and scamming and like everything like that. You know what I mean? They hit a fucking goal for it, and the fact that she would rather, go out with her husband than do her job, regardless of the time and everything. Like the goal was set first, and so I feel like it should have been honored first.
Yeah, 100%, right? So here's the thing. You always have obligations to your job, right? And normally, before we set a goal, before we plan anything, like my wife knows that, we're going to stream on Saturday. She knows that it just is what it is. But like past that 2-hour mark, I got to make sure she's good, because honestly, being married, she plans my life, and that's okay. We got Tommy.
As a man, for sure.
Oh, yeah. We got Tommy, our member, for 1 month. It's ridiculous how he put you against Cafe when you same viewers. Trust me, I had this talk. It is what it is. So I'm here now. I'm bringing back Remind because, Rewind is no longer Rewind. So why not have some Remind? I know Cafe does their thing. I think eventually I'm going to try to work together with them. I just haven't had a chance to talk. Batgirl's been having to do her adjustments because of her fucking show. Fluff at 2 a.m. Now it's at 6 a.m. She has to do some sleeping adjustments. Yeah. Yeah. But now they're right next to each other. So, shout out to her on that one, right? But regardless, though, it'll probably be easier if I work with them, so that way they cover shit and we cover shit, right? Because if I'm at 8 a.m., I'm bringing back Remind. I don't give a fuck. Tiffany says, I believe your mama more than Glammy any day, which, real quick, shout out to Glammy for the thumbnail today. I saw that. I was like, I have to use it. But regardless, right? It's
not even about believing. It's about the obligation. You knew this was happening. You hit the goal, and you still were like, okay, cool. I'm still just going to skedaddle.
Yeah, exactly. It's the crazy thing about it. Guys, remember, if y'all want to see this bitch fucking fat suit dance, right? I'm not fucking all late at the moment. If you want to see her fat girl dance, right, throw me a 10. We're going to throw on some blue waffle stank, and she will dance in her fat suit. That's the best part. So let's go and continue this. So Glammy saying, my husband, well, I just thought of something. Would Mr. Glammy have advance notice that he's off, or was this, hey, by the way, you're off today?
Yeah, she didn't really make that clear. She just said he works a lot, and that so this was like special. And then I think someone even questioned her on that, like, could he have moved it around? Could you have just gone after? And she wasn't very clear. She was very much just like, no, we had to go. We had to just why couldn't we have just moved the goal? Like, she kind of skirts around that.
I got you. Nicole, so I'm confused. No more cast. Is it called Remind now? So back in my old,
silly.
Yeah, back in my old Cafe days, right? I had Cafe, then I did Remind because we had a 4-hour show. So we did like 2 hours of Cafe and 2 hours of Remind because we did 4 hours. It's just a joke based on that because I'm back at 8 a.m. It's not that deep. This is still Lolcow
And also,
Cash.
like, Crypt sometimes calls themselves Lolcow Commie.
Yeah.
It's just little sillies.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's nothing. It's not that deep. So, all right. Remind is just a part of the show. Thank you, Mrs. Fletcher. All right, so let's get back to this. Let's hear Glammy's continued explanation.
So I was confused.
He does not want to work with you.
Yeah, I know, but sucks to suck because I'm not moving.
Hell yeah.
So
I love that.
So he runs these smear campaigns on me to make me look bad when really there's just zero communication. Today, like, I didn't hear anything about going live. There was nothing about it. And so I was like, okay. And then he did 5 o'clock where usually he goes on 10. So I don't care if he doesn't want to work with me. I hate him too. We are not friends, but we work together.
Everyone's
Super
tagging
chat
Mama
coming in.
so he can come in here. I need Yo Mama in here.
By the way, just as a point, people ask why Tech Protect does this whenever a TTS comes in. I've actually saw that shit, and that's a bow to old school nerds, right? Because because Zay didn't have TTS piping through, so Buff couldn't hear it, so she always go TTS, and that's like the signal to shut up. That's kind of
It's like universal now too. Everybody I feel like does that. I think Wonder Women just points up, but everyone kind of does like a signal just in case of like, just please shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly, right. But me, I figured out how to pipe TTS through the head through everything, so you can hear it now, so we ain't got to worry about all that. When I was on bus, I had to yell at them, TTS, shut the fuck up, and then they would shut up.
Oh, he still does. So
yeah, but I'm just saying, right? So here's the interesting part. Glammy just said that I didn't know he was streaming, but before she said that, we set a goal and I asked to get the goal moved to a different day, right? So she's already contradicting herself. What the fuck are you doing, Glammy?
I feel like she's saying because he told her to go, she just assumed he moved it, which she should know. She's fucking stupid, but she's not fucking dumb. She should know that he probably would have been like, I'm still gonna go anyways because it's the weekend, and Yo Mama's very much like Xylee, where he's just gonna grind all fucking weekend.
Oh yeah. She
should fucking know that.
And he definitely did. And a lot of people fucked with Wonder Woman and Yo Mama. A lot of people fucked with them together. Did you see any of that?
Yes. I saw a little bit of that. I saw more of his Sunday stream where we did the fat suit dancing.
Yeah.
And I saw more of Wild on Sunday, I believe.
Yeah. Wild, bro.
It was wild.
Once in the chat, if y'all heard what happened on Wild, fucking the bomb that got dropped. Talk real quick.
Let's see. She made herself look bad. We all can't go to our jobs and say, hey, I've got dinner, got to go. Exactly. And she's like, she made a point at one segment in Buzz because she hopped on and off a few times about like, oh, he's already mad because I put my job before him. Too fucking bad. A lot of us do that. That's part of being an adult. Yeah. Like, you and I both know because of our affiliations that sometimes, guess what? You have to do that. And honestly, it's not even sometimes, it's a good majority of the fucking time.
Been there, done that. So I'm glad I was single. So I'm glad I was single when I was going through all that shit. Because that way I had nobody to worry about. But,
Yeah. And then Tommy says that people hate Glammy so much it wouldn't have mattered what she said. Honestly, it wouldn't have. But I think that she tried to say that when she cut her hair, she knew that people weren't going to like respect her decisions. It wouldn't have mattered the whole cutting the hair thing, but like you continue to do things that will make you unlikable. That's the part that matters. Like cutting your hair doesn't just absolve you of all the things. You have to continue to show up and stand on things, not just like, oh, I cut my hair, like forgive me for everything for the fucking for foreseeable future.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. It's a starting point, right? That's how you start building trust with the fans. It's just showing you're being accountable. But
not just shitting on them, being like, move my goals. Don't let me have an extra day off. Like, no.
100%. All right. Let's see what else you got to talk about before we move on.
Doesn't respect Fupa's boundaries anymore.
Respect boundaries.
That's
holy
shit. The consensus. There's a lot of boundaries that
Glammy. Guess what I got today?
People don't
rails in the ass. Oh yes, I got one too.
I have my.
Really don't talk too much about it. Yeah, I can't fucking Glammy. I can't. So we're going to continue to see the Glammy versus Yo Mama on fucking Pit. Because whenever they work solid together, they're actually a pretty good duo. But the problem is Glammy doesn't like how Yo Mama treats her and what he says to her and shit. But, it is what it is. What the fuck you gonna do? So
you better, but you won't.
Yeah. So anyways, Yo Mama's good at twisting things, though. That doesn't help either. I mean, that's facts. I mean, that's true. It's all I'm not manipulation. That's the wrong word, but it's all about just kind of like turning the conversation your way.
But he wouldn't be good at twisting things if she didn't give him anything to twist. Like you see him on other shows and he can be, I don't even want to say it's a different him. It's all the same him. But if you don't give him anything to twist, if you give him like a legitimate show, if you give him a legitimate like other springboard, he's a completely like fine co-host. Like with the whole Keem birthday show.
I'm poor. At Sean Stewart 18 super chatted $10. Dance.
You would give me this song.
Damn right I am. Guys, throw your $1 bills at this fat bitch as she dances. Yeah. Shake it. Shake that flab. Great job. Don't you feel beautiful?
No, I don't.
Don't you feel beautiful? I know you do.
Put some blue waffles in my mouth. Let the
Good job, Mel.
waffles stay.
Good job. You did great. You did great. Shake what your mama gave you, Mel.
I can't.
Yes, you can. I know you can.
Okay.
I see it in you. I see it in you. So, what were you going to say?
I was just gonna say, my daddy made me really thin. My mama would have made me like this, but
Oh, really? Beautiful.
yeah.
So, apparently, she looks like Boogie. That's funny as shit, Fuzz. How do you feel like that? How do you feel looking like Boogie, Mel? Look at her. She's happy. She's fucking happy. That's what I'm talking about. That's what, look at her giggle. Look at that giggle. Look at that giggle. That's what I'm talking
To the
about.
book up. To the book up, Ken.
It's beautiful. To talk about their plans going to fat camp, and what's funny about this is they actually like think this is going to happen, right? Because they have this idea of what fat camp is, you know, and they talk about bringing board games and fucking bullshit and blah blah, and it's not going to happen. You're not going to have time.
Like, they're fucking stupid.
The thing is, if they do bring board games and shit, they're going to have to find time to play them. Because if there's shows going on like all the time, or because I don't know what this. Obviously, the schedule is trimmed down for the shows that are going to fat camp and not going to fat camp. But like once like one show goes live, right? It's all the shows start intermixing together because everybody wants everybody involved with everyone's shows. Because it's like,
And we have two 24-hour circuits. Like, hello.
Yep. Ken, did you see Boogie do a karaoke of Creep at the end of the sleep stream? He killed it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that type of music.
He still did a weirdly good job, though. Like, I was actually surprised.
Yeah. So, but I can respect his talent and what he did. So he did do a decent job. I felt like he started in the Francis voice and then he ended in the Boogie voice, if that makes sense.
Kinda, yeah. And maybe he kind of did. Maybe he's used to like putting on like a personality, and then maybe he didn't even notice he was doing it.
Well, he says like Francis is his real like persona, like Francis was real or whatever, and like Mr. Rogers was actually fake. That's what everybody says when he does his crash outs and shit.
Interesting. I've never heard him say that.
What music are you into, Ken? 90s rap.
Interesting. Like, my anaconda don't.
My anaconda don't. 90s rap and like 2000s early rap, right? But, you know, that's beside the point. I mean, I also like 70s disco music, 80s dance music. Yeah. I need something.
Interesting. You're so old.
I just don't like, you know, I'm a creep. I'm a loser. You know what I mean? What the hell are you waiting for?
It's a good song,
No,
honestly.
it's not. It's depressing.
Sometimes have you ever heard the phrase that like music is for the soul?
Yeah.
So sometimes your soul needs something like that, you know, like I'm a loser.
No. Why are you going to self-deprecate?
Because sometimes it feels good. Okay, your soul clearly doesn't have much depth to it, so maybe that's why it doesn't make sense.
My soul doesn't have depth. My soul wants to be happy. My soul doesn't want to fucking listen to "I'm a loser" and "I'm a creep" and fucking Linkin Park and the fucking baiting and the fucking the Blink 182.
Like Crazy Town and Butterfly.
What are you talking about?
Like Butterfly, isn't that by Linkin Park, Cam?
I don't know. I just know,
You're missing the Glammy joke. Sorry, it went over your 6'5" head.
Whatever. But anyways, I don't like to listen to music that's depressing and talks about like bad things. I like music that's upbeat. Like this is like perfect example. I'll give you a conversation. So in school, right, there's a lot of people that didn't like rap music because they said it objectified women. Right. Talked about selling drugs and all that other shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'd rather listen to that than you and your fucking, you know what I mean, slit my wrists, falling in my skin, these wounds that will not heal. I'd rather listen to music about selling drugs and fucking big booty bitches than fucking slitting my wrists. All right, let's put it into perspective. You know what I mean?
Okay, so the thing is, though, it's just like clearly you've never been sad a day in your life because you were blessed with being a 6'5" boomer Greek god. Some of us weren't so blessed, and some of us actually have emotions, and we're fucking sad sometimes. So it felt nice to be able to like lean into that and feel sad in the music, and it just felt good.
No, but the problem is when you put that in your ears and your brain hears that, it's not going to try and get out of that mode. You got to get out of that mode.
No, sometimes you wanted to feel it. Sometimes it felt so wrong to hear the happiness that you needed to lean into it sometimes, just a little bit. Not forever, but just sometimes.
I don't believe
Yes,
it.
Ken.
I don't believe it.
Well, that's what I was very much that like goth emo girl. Like I know.
All right. So Lanky is the name, says, when you feel a certain way, hearing someone sing about those bad feelings makes you feel less alone. Music is medicine. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, do I get that? Yes. On some level, I do get that. But at the same time, I don't want to surround myself with my own fucking sorrow because no one's going to feel sorry for me. Right. So
I agree. Like when things are bad, no one's coming to save you. But in the moment, sometimes if I'm really in that headspace, hearing fucking Pharrell's Happy on repeat is gonna make me want to punch a wall more than anything.
well, no,
But
I
feeling
hated
the,
that song. I hated that fucking song. I agree with you.
feeling the feelings for a few moments is gonna make me feel much better because it's gonna make me feel like I'm not going crazy. Like it's okay.
Yeah, I get that. Well, perfect example, right? When my high school sweetheart passed away, right?
Yeah.
We were talking the week prior to her passing away about getting back together. And, in that process, she passed away of a brain aneurysm, right? Did I listen to fucking like sorrow music and all that shit? No, I didn't, because I was already feeling bad about myself. I actually just stayed quiet. I didn't listen to anything. I didn't watch any TV. I just sat down and I was just quiet in my own fucking thoughts, processing what had happened, right?
Okay.
And it took
that's
me
valid.
it took me a little bit, but I was able to get back into the groove, right? I was able to get back to being who I am. Right. And I'm not saying that no one should fucking process emotions and music doesn't help. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is I'd rather listen to something that's going to make me feel better about myself. That's going to put my brain in a certain category of emotion, not falling in my skin, not, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay, so hold on. That phrase, make you feel better, weirdly enough, it's going to help you make you feel better because it's going to help you process.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. Foxy Mama in the chat. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're always like off schedule from where I normally am. So I really haven't talked to you too much, but you know what I mean?
So I get it.
Yeah.
Some people just don't, music isn't everything for them. And then there's other people who are like, music is everything.
Yeah. I get that. I totally get that. But anyways, we got off on a tangent about music.
Yeah, someone said that they understand what I'm saying and I'm explaining it horribly. And that's probably true. It's not even 9 a.m. yet. I'm trying over here.
I know, right? Well, Joko Outlaw, we are boomers at 39 years old. She calls me a boomer because she's 30. Right.
You are a boomer.
We are show neighbors now, exactly. So, yeah. So I turn 40 at the end of the month. Literally, March 31st is my 40th birthday. And, obviously I'm going to look back at life. I'm going to be like, what the fuck have I done with my life, right? And, it's...
Stop. You've done a lot.
No, but, like, I did the same thing when I was 30. So I was like, fuck my life. Because, your 20s are like your party years, right? You fucking find out what are you doing?
Stop. Keep talking. Don't worry about me.
Jesus Christ. It's too early for this shit. But anyways, in your 30s, in your 20s, you find out like who you are as a person, right? You go out, you meet people, you talk to, well, that's what you're meant to do instead of these fucking incel basement dwellers. You go out, you meet people, you talk to people. You don't just swipe left or right on Tinder. You actually have conversations with real people. And, a lot of times you got to figure out who you are. And, once you get in like your mid to late 20s, you're supposed to know what you want to do, who you want to be. Obviously, people want to say that you do that in high school and you're early. Bro, you don't know what the fuck you want to do when you're 18, 19 years old. I mean, you can go to college and all that shit, but that's just going to change. It 100% is going to change. And
but I think it's good to go out there and experience things too.
Oh, yeah, 100%, right? It's, as people say nowadays in 2026, your experimental years, right? But at
So
the
I'm seeing. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you.
go ahead, no, interrupt me. Interrupt me. Go ahead.
I'm seeing lots of like sad death in the chat, like their high school sweetheart passing, like yours. Someone's daughter passed in 2019. I lost
yeah.
my absolute best friend when I was in 7th grade. And experiencing death, if you haven't experienced a significant death yet, or like when you were young or like at all, you are so lucky because death is so profound and changes you
Oh,
as a
100%.
person.
100%. And like for me, like when I got back from Iraq, my great grandma passed away like a month and a half later. And that really fucked me up because I was still trying to get used to like civilian life. And then I had to deal with that. That was very, very hard for me. But that's beside the point, right? We don't need to talk about all that.
I just noticed a few of them, and
Yeah.
it's so profound. But
Welcome back.
being young, I was just gonna say that being young and experiencing it too is insane.
Welcome
Like,
back
when
to
you guys
Lolcow Death. I'm your host, Ken and Mel.
Well,
Let's talk
you had
about
mentioned
death.
it in high school, and so mine was also when I was very young, and
Yeah.
I just that's what I was equating it to.
Yeah, I got you. But anyways, all right. So let's listen to what their fever dream of what they're going to do at Fat Camp is going to be. Let's listen to that.
Boopa. Fat Camp. What are your plans? I'm bringing in some games, some board games, and things for us to do off stream. Obviously, we're going to have the opportunity to stream right next to each other in the streaming room for Buzz. And Amber Lynn will have to call in to be on the show. I think we should plan stuff for her to do on her side.
What's up?
So did you obviously didn't watch, so you didn't catch it. So they were trying to push that every 20 members was how they extended. They had to stop that and switch it to monetary because they couldn't fucking get the members.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with that show. They just do not want to gift memberships. All right.
I don't either. It's actually, I do why. I do know why, and I've told you this before and you didn't fucking believe me. It's because when they donate there, they want to say something, whether it's to be positive as an Am Baby or positive as a Fupa stan, or they want to shit on them. That's why. They don't want to spend money there if they don't get to say something.
Yeah. I mean,
that's why.
I understand that. And like, again, I learned that shit, or when they did 1,500 members for fucking ALR to go to Fat Camp, they didn't even hit 300. Like, I get that. And, fucking Fupa got 300 or more than 300 members in less than 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Buzz fans for doing that.
So for some reason, when it comes to members, unless, I don't know what it was with Fupa going to Fat Camp, whether it was spite or whether it was out of love, they did it. But any other time, they really want to be able to fucking say something when they give money to that show.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I'll say too is, like, if you set such like a high goal for something like that, excuse me, everyone's always waiting for like the first person to drop a membership, right? Everyone's always waiting for that first, like, for it to start, because a lot of people are like, if I donate like 5 or 10 or 20, I don't know if it's going to get hit or not. And there's plenty of people. There's over 3,000, sometimes 4,000 people in that chat. So if everybody pitched in $5, it would have been hit. But a lot of people, they just don't want to do that. And
because they want to be heard on that show, because Amber Lynn is such a silencer. She used to be such a big banner. She used to be such a big ignorer. So people are like, here in the LCU, where we don't ban people, where we're going to read things out with the TTS. TTS is such a big new thing for Girl World. They're like, holy shit, I'm going to actually force her to listen to the shit talk I'm going to say. They're like, fuck a gifted, fuck a whatever membership. I'm going to make this bitch listen to the shit talk I'm going to say to her. And I think that that's a huge thing that people over here don't know and understand about her.
well, if you think about it too, right? Gifted memberships is for supporters, and sometimes TTS is for haters, right?
Yeah, that's why it fucks so hard over there compared to the gifted.
Yeah. So, like I said, normally they kill it. And again, I know they're trying to get like all the channels that you get memberships, right? Because I mean, memberships are kind of down across the board. But like, to your point, if I can talk shit in a TTS and make her hear it. And the other thing too, with Fupa being there, a lot of times when they talk shit about a certain era or something, Fupa knows, so she can also use that as ammo to keep going in on Amber.
Yes, exactly.
So it makes sense.
Twofold.
It does make sense.
So like when it was like, who's the worst? And Amberlynn got it all fucking day. Exactly to your point, Fupa was able to like hear the TTS shit on Amber and then keep talking with it.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. It's a great formula. Wake up, Lizzie, Lil Susie. Good morning. What's up? What's up? So Morrison said it's also because on iPhones you cannot give memberships to the YouTube ad.
I don't agree with that because there's ways around it, and people like Zay the other day on Glass was explaining exactly how to get around that. It takes a little bit of work. It's a little convoluted, but there's ways around that.
Yeah. I mean, there's always a way around something, right? But I mean, it is what it is. We're gonna continue. But anyways, let's continue their pipe dream of
board games and
board games and having fucking ALR do stuff and blah blah blah. And you know what I mean? It's fucking whatever.
Her leave her apartment. Oh my.
Not all right.
In person because she won't come out because she didn't make her 1,500 members to get to Fat Camp, which, by the way, every show dragged her for. I don't know if you saw that. They're like, why does she think she deserves 1,500 members? And the other conversation was, you needed 300 members, and we got that in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And we didn't even hit 300 members for the Amber to Fat Camp goal.
So Keem talked about this. Where did he talk about this at?
Rewind.
I think it was in the bus VC.
Oh, maybe.
He said that we weren't pushing it anymore because of the message I sent, which he revealed that message, by the way. Anyways,
All right. So, excuse me, fucking gassy this morning. Too many fudge brownies. All right.
Your age is showing.
Bro, I made some fudge brownies last night, bruh.
Oh yeah.
With the all edge pan, bruh. That's another thing too. The 8 a.m. audience used to love my cooking streams. So maybe I can do some cooking streams for the 8 a.m. audience.
Absolutely, dude.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I got a laptop. I literally bought myself like a mobile setup. So if I need to like go somewhere, I have everything I need. Like I have a shotgun microphone. I have a small little like mixer for the microphone and like all that. And I got like my 6-button stream deck so I can do stuff.
Damn.
I have a mobile setup.
Fancy.
Oh yeah, I got a mobile setup ready to go. But anyways,
all right, I'll be happy to run OBS for you some morning for that.
Hey, Fuzz, this is the real cafe. This is the real cafe. Don't say that. That's so weird, man. I don't want to go against cafe, bro. I don't want to.
If only in the sense that you're cooking, and cafes are where things cook.
Yeah, I know that, but it still feels so weird, man. That's probably why part of me wanted to bring back Remind because again, this was also part of like my creation. Again, Billy was like shitting on us, calling us the Remind, so we took it and made it a thing. So
I'm getting one guide, and I'm not even mad about it. But like Morrison, some people aren't technically inclined, but yes, there is a way around it. You would need to blah 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 blah. Yes, literally, you just explained away your own point you were trying to make that you can do it. There's a way, and you've been explained. Not only Zay, but people explain it all the fucking time. And there's Google. Literally, if people wanted to, they would, and that was my point. Is they didn't want to. They want to shit on Amber Lynn and a TTS, my guy. Jesus Christ. Fuck you, I saw that.
I want to swap.
I know you want to lick ALR's fupa, but he literally just proved my point.
I want to swap you and Bad Girl for a day.
Fuck you. Fuck you very, very much. No, your mama wants to swap me and Glammy sometimes. When you are really crabby, that's what he wants to do.
Bro.
Yeah, so talk your shit. You'll get that instead.
I'm going to swap you and ALR for a day.
Yeah, you fucking wish. She's sleeping right now.
Nah, she's probably awake. She probably goes to bed at like noon.
Honestly, I don't know, but keep talking your shit. You'll get Glammy.
Whatever. Fucking Joko Law. I would join membership, but the hosts change up so much. Well, I get it.
Yeah.
I definitely get it.
I understand that. Yeah, I'll give him that.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, we'll see. What the fuck are you doing?
Don't worry about it. For your job.
Okay. So, anyways, keep the money, sweet tea, Logie Barrett. We're going to get to that. Trust me, because that gets talked about up here earlier. But so ALR said that they stopped pushing it. Now, for a goal like that, you gotta, it's on here. But remember, guys, if y'all want to see Mel dance in her fat suit, give me a $10 and I'll play a song for her to dance in her fat suit. You got to keep
Rocky
kind of.
Yapper, I don't want to hear about it either, but he's literally up under there every fucking day. So.
Like I said, bro, if it ain't big enough to suffocate me, where I gotta fucking like peel the thigh meat back and, you know what I mean, like a fucking snorkeler.
So you have a whole crushing fetish, you fucking weirdo.
I don't have a crushing fetish. Because
you
there's a little
just
different.
said if I have to be up under there.
I'm talking about just a woman with thick thighs. You know what I mean? Because you can get suffocated over some thick thighs, and they ain't got to be over 200 pounds.
I was talking about the fupa, and you were like, if I got to be up under there.
I'm talking about thighs. You're talking about fupas.
You're right, and you went into it. I win.
Bro, So now you're doing word salad. All right, let's just not do that. We're not doing. It's too early for
I'll
this
talk
shit.
some word salad around you.
Too
one day,
early
and
for
your
this shit,
head
you
versus
dumbass.
spinning. It is too early, Ken.
I don't want to see no salad that you have. I ain't tossing shit of yours. I don't want to hear it. All right, let's stop it.
Of course,
Stop
you
it
wouldn't
right
like a salad. You like some fat bitches, and fat bitches don't touch no salad unless it's a taco salad.
Fucking weirdo. God.
I'm the weirdo.
You're in your fat suit. Shut up.
I'll take the fucking fat
Sit
suit
there and
off.
be fat. God. So, anyways, back to this. They had like the counter up there, right? And then people could see or whatever. I mean, I see the positives and negatives to that because, again, like whenever like we did the FUPA goal, I mean, that shit got hit so quick it really didn't matter. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I mean, hopefully they learned some lessons from that. I don't know, but you know, anyways.
It's not even about the lessons. I'm telling you, it's just their audience over there is so different.
Oh yeah, I mean, I get that. I definitely get that. But all right, let's continue this. I want to see what else they say.
Sorry, I'm out of breath. Can't breathe. I'm fat. Okay, so yeah, he revealed that I sent that message, so we weren't pushing the goal. He said we would have hit it if I wouldn't have sent that message because he knew people who wanted to send in. He told people not to do it. I don't know. Well, I don't know how he described it, but FUPA hit the goal out of spite. I think maybe 30% was actually like, yeah, I want FUPA to go, but the other 70 was just to like prove FUPA's better than Amberlynn. That's literally all it was, and like I don't give a fuck. Cheers.
Oh, we are drinking. Do you have alcohol, Fupa?
I do, but I really don't care to drink right now. I have my diet soda though.
That's basically the end of the
I'm gonna
clip
grab a
right here. All right, so here we go with the fucking drinking. So, but yeah, man, like you could say it's out of spite for FUPA. I mean, maybe you could claim that, but at the end of the day, I also think that people thought it was very achievable in their brain. Like, yeah, 300 with over three, because I think that episode we were carrying 3,600 people. So that's like less than 10% of the audience had to give one, right? You got people that would give 5s and 10s, and obviously I think Phantom dropped 20, right? So, I mean, let me ask, what do you think of Phantom and FUPA? Because you know, fucking ALR brought up a point that she thinks she's just using Phantom to get a ticket into Fat Camp. You know what I mean?
Right, which is either means they're stupid, they actually don't watch the shows, or I don't know, maybe they really are just stupid because
when you say they, who are you talking about?
Like the general audience of people who are saying that.
Okay.
Because if they really think that, that means they're not watching or something, because she hit that before she like hooked up, quote unquote, with Phantom. So that timeline of events wouldn't make sense then. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's weird, right? And I mean, like I said, bro, maybe she really isn't a Phantom. Who fucking knows? I know Phantom went up there and he said he was only like 42 or 43 years old, I think, and people were dragging his ass of his looks, but he was also severely addicted to alcohol at one point. He's been almost 5 years sober, which, you know, congrats to him. That's fucking amazing. I'm happy for him.
He's also a vet, and then wasn't he also a fatty? Like, doesn't he call himself a reformed fatty?
Yeah.
So, like, he has some fucking life experience on him. And the fact that Amber talks to him the way she does, and he doesn't scream at her about some of those things. Like, yeah, he mentioned the alcohol and he mentioned the teeth, but I think he mentioned vet yesterday too. But the fact that he doesn't come at her and it was like, I was your size too, bitch, because she would honestly, the way she talks to people is like, you're not fat, so you can't say anything to me. But some people have been fat, Amber, and have fixed themselves. Like, Boogie's still fat, but he was also her size. Yeah. And so I think she gives him more of a pass to say some things. And when you look at someone like Phantom, you wouldn't think that they were bigger. So she honestly doesn't take like as much shit from him because of that. And she gets that in her head. You're too skinny. You can't have ever been fat because, you know, you look too good now, quote unquote, too good. You know what I mean? She gets like that.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, like I've seen some vets that are like younger than me that look rough just because of the shit they went through, right? So calling somebody 100%. old and shit or whatever, like especially being a vet, like you don't know what they went through, you know what I mean? And some people,
war is hard.
Some people mentally can't take it, and then you know what I mean. Like when they get back, they deep dive into some other shit. But I mean, what are you gonna do? But anyways, Gitch says, do you think Phantom really said he loves her? I'm gonna go with a no on that. Just because I hope.
They not yelled at, but State came up later in the episode, and he may have been drunk and like just being hyperbolic, but Fupa's just fucking stupid and was like trying to call him out on some shit, and he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about, bitch?"
Yeah. I didn't see that part, but you know what I mean. I'll take your word.
It was later, yeah, towards the end of the extension where it was just chaos.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. So anyways, there's this whole big thing with ALR and Glass, right? and this continues to be a sore spot. They were supposed to change up their content to not be focused on ALR. That's what Keem asked them to do. And they have done that. They're doing like Lolcow University, talking about different hosts and all this other shit. But obviously,
I can tell you don't watch then.
I'm just telling you what fucking Keem said. Because when Glass comes on or after us, I got shit I got to do. But do they focus on ALR heavy, that show? What do you think, since you watch it?
So I think they have struck an interesting chord that especially they present their thumbnails as if they're going to talk about something else, but then they all fall into the trap of like talking and discussing LCU gossip. So maybe that's what their caveat is, well, ALR is in the LCU, so that falls under LCU gossip, and like we're discussing things that involve us, and so they fall into that, and especially because a lot of their chat is going to be asking about ALR, and so it naturally kind of falls into that channel.
Well, some of her like main detractors have been caught in that channel talking. Like I know Snowflake was in that chat.
I found Karina. Yeah.
Karina, yeah, she's the other one, yeah. So I mean, you know, it's an interesting dichotomy.
It's true.
I mean, you know, people have their opinion, right? But it is what it is.
Yeah.
This isn't Vietnam, thankfully.
Yeah, thank God. But it's a real thing. I've seen photos of guys before and after. Oof.
They got a video game about Vietnam coming out, bro.
Do they really?
That shit looks legit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be playing the fuck out of it. Anyway, enough of that. All right.
So that's what they kind of do to get around it. Is the chat brought it up. Oh, it involves us, which I mean is legit, but I feel like at least they has other stuff going on in the universe, or she used to. Maybe not so much Jersey, but that's kind of like the loophole.
Well, no, I get that. And I'll say this, right, because I was hosting Bust that episode when Zay came up and talked to ALR about it right after that announcement was made. And Zay did tell ALR, like, look, if you talk about it, so you bring us up, we're going to respond to you because we have that right to respond to you. But
because they don't interact as much maybe with other things going on, it becomes not a loop, thank God, because there's enough happening, but it becomes an echo chamber. Not even an echo chamber because it's not all positive, but it becomes a big loop in a way.
Real quick, can you please show us the times the shows are on? Some of my channels are at different times. I don't want to miss any. All right, talk to the chat real quick.
Oh, I was going to say, Miss Nicole, if you go to the lolcow.co that Ken is going to and is going to show you, there's awesome stuff and awesome resources on it, like our whole leaderboard, our whole show schedule, and Baja and the whole team over here at Lolcow do a great job of keeping it all updated. Like our whole new show schedule is on it that Ken is going to be showing you.
Yep.
And it shows you exactly what's on right now on both A and B circuit. It shows you all the hosts. It shows you, you know, everything that's happening. It's actually where you can go and shop for all of our apparel. It's a great little spot, honestly. It even shows you a trending tab of like what's being talked about in the Discord. It's a great little spot, super easy, lolcow.co.co.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's a great little resource, honestly. And when the new 2026 jackets drop, that is where you will go if you want to purchase them.
Yep. So the new jackets that all the hosts have been wearing, like the NASCAR ones, like the first day of Fat Camp, they're going to drop to anyone interested in buying that. So if anybody wants to check it out, I'm going to drop the link in the chat so y'all can look at it. But yeah, very easy, very interactive. And then y'all can...
Yeah, Foxy Mama. Apparently Jersey brought me up because I told my chat not to be poor. Spoiler alert, it was a joke. They did try to bring that up. I honestly think they might have used that as like a deflection or as to put themselves on a pedestal and be like, oh, wow, she said that. She's so bad. Yeah, 100%.
So real quick, DDK says, my 2 cents, nothing wrong with being fat, but trying to justify it with being healthy is wrong. ALR has a pretty face, but her body needs to shrink a lot to really show her beauty better. So I'll say this, right? In one of the old like hash thumbnails, like the former co-host actually like made her skinny and she looked a lot like one of the first Voldemorted people. Bro, it was a fucking spitting image. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
So before I had seen that, but actually people have messed with her in Photoshop before, and the ones I have seen from that community, she looks a lot like her mom, which I mean, she very much looks like her mom as a
Oh,
person
really?
who's seen her in like her vlogs.
Mhm.
Her mom is still slightly bigger. I believe she has lost weight also. Her mom's not like a size 2 or anything. Like who cares? But when they start to slim her face down in like Photoshop, yeah, you see the resemblance even more, and you can see it even now. But
Yeah.
she would look way different, you know? Her face is hiding under there.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Where's Slytherin? He is no call, no showing. So I think he's done with this place, which is probably for the better, if we're being honest. So they talk.
DVD
Go ahead.
Florida, I'm guessing that is. It's this ALR causes so much drama in the universe by acting like a victim to everyone, so no wonder Glass can't stop talking about her. And I actually fully agree with that. She was a victim in her own universe, but what gets boring quickly about that is if she doesn't have what we call side characters, she's basically the victim to herself. You know, her obesity, her health struggles, her family and friends. And so coming here, she literally has 48 other people to be a victim to.
Yeah.
And so it gives her more fodder and more ammo. And it's going to get really sick and tired, and considering she's going to be going on month 3 here. And so it's starting to show. And it's going to be interesting watching it show more.
Well, see, here's the funny part, right? Which I kind of, don't get me wrong, I've experienced this also. When you're here and you're streaming here and like in this network, right? There's so many other like side characters, like you said, to deal with, right?
Yes.
There's other
so
shows,
much
there's other drama to talk about, this, that, and the third. You can hop on another show and start, like if someone talks shit on you, you can go and argue with them and all that shit. If you're not streaming here and you're from the outside looking in, it's difficult. And a lot of Voldemorts are going to realize that, right? Like it's because when Keem says you need to use the LCU, right? Like I fell victim to that. And I did. That's really what I did. And at the end of the day, I have ideas of other things, but again, whatever, but it would never work here. Like my sports channel, it would never work here. And I've realized that, right?
People from Girl World specifically understand that when she doesn't have side characters, when she doesn't have things going on in her vlogs with other people, she's very boring. There's nothing to maybe even argue with her about, but there's also usually nothing to support her on because she's not doing anything. Here, there's literally just more people for her to bicker and banter with, even if it is currently only Glass. That's 2 people for her to constantly be going at, and then people who like Glass become targets. People who don't like Glass become allies. It's constant, even if it is just those people. But what she's underutilizing is the rest of the universe because she physically couldn't handle that. 2 people plus the positive and negative of them is enough and kind of probably too much.
Well, that's kind of the point I was trying to make is there's so many
and I'm
things
agreed.
here.
I'm sorry, I'm just
No,
explaining.
you're good. You're good. No, but it makes sense what you're saying because it's like if it's just you and that's it, you got to do a lot more mental work. You have to. And when you have a certain type of audience that's used to a certain type of thing, you're going to continue to play into the audience. But like starting over and trying to rebuild something just based on you're going to see a massive dip. It just is what it is. And whenever like being here, people are interested in what's going on here. That's why they are here. So that's why the audience stays. The audience will like donate and then like doing like the dumb shit or whatever, right? It happens. But for her, that's why I don't know if she'd ever leave here, at least now, because
I don't think so. It's going to get comfy.
Yeah. And the other thing is if she does leave here, I think her content would turn to just talk shit on people here. That's all she would talk about.
Yes, but I also think it would just get boring and like self-victimizing again. And I want to address these 2 comments because they need it. Wake up, little Susie. She's in the LCU, so what the fuck? They can't talk about her like they talk about all the other hosts. No, absolutely not. That
That was
I
Keem
have
put that out there.
huge comments.
I said Keem put out there. Glass had to change her content up. That was literally an announcement.
Yeah. So I have mixed feelings about this. She brought things up in vlogs. So she says we can't talk about them here because she hasn't brought them up, which is kind of fair because we try to respect other host boundaries if they haven't brought things up here. But the thing is she has brought it up in vlogs and she comes with that community and that past. So it's like that would be almost like if we couldn't talk about Angry Grandpa to like Michael and Tina. So I understand that comparison, right? Because even if I don't know if Angry Grandpa was ever on the LCU at all.
No, he passed away before this was created.
Okay, so like if he was ever on live, like we only could talk about him if he was ever on live, right? That's the kind of comparison she's trying to make, which I understand. But it's like they came in with that community. So it's like that's why we partially talk about them. That's how they're known. And she's trying to make that comparison. And so I understand it, but it's also kind of hypocritical because of those are the things she's known for. We already done been new,
Well, see, that's the difference, right? Because if it's public, it's public, right? If she's on a YouTube stream or a channel or a video talking about something publicly, people have the right to react to that.
And she doesn't get that. She's like, I didn't talk about it here, so we can't talk about it here. It's the line she's trying to basically play, but she's not articulating that well.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about just in general, right? Because let's just say right now we find ALR's like 10th ever video, right? And we play it, If what she's saying contradicts what she's saying now, whatever, we have a right to react to that because it's public knowledge. It's publicly out there.
Absolutely. And that's how a lot of her audience feels, but she doesn't feel that way, especially now that she's here. And that's a lot of pushback is what we're getting on that.
Yeah.
But Han Solo, this is the other comment I had and I want to agree with, is that she's not using side characters well. But Tina, on the other hand, has used and utilized everyone, which is true.
Does.
And this is the other criticism
There's
I
an
have
art
of
to
her
it.
is she doesn't want to be a part of this universe. She wanted to come in, dig herself a little hole, and just kind of like lay here and rest on her laurels and do nothing.
Yeah, it's not going to work here. That's never at all how it works.
But that's very much what she's doing.
The problem is everyone has one of these, right? Everyone has a microphone. Not everyone has a show, but like hosts, right? All hosts have a show. Interns are on shows. They all have microphones. They all have an audience. And they're going to say their shit, and they're going to keep saying their shit. And eventually ALR is going to have to respond to them. Or else, they could go into members waiting on her show, go onto her show and confront her with it,
Right.
That's kind of how this thing works, right? It's, everyone's fair game. If you're a host, or I'd say an intern on some level, like people are not just going to attack an intern to attack an intern. If they say something like out of pocket, someone's going to respond to them. But hosts are all fair game. That's what you sign up for.
Yes, but she doesn't, if you notice, she doesn't play by that rule because I feel like she used to pop up on shows more, but she's not doing it as much now because if she does, she's subject to their rules and she's subject to their audience. So she's like, come over here. But if you come over there, which a lot of hosts will, she can just kick you off if she doesn't like what you're saying, which is fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get an audience with her almost because she's too cowardly to come to your space. And then she's going to bully you out of her space by just kicking you.
Yeah, that's fair. We got Smooch in the chat. Good morning, Smooch. But anyways, let's continue this on. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out, when I say it this way, I'm not trying to offend anybody, the enigma of ALR, right? I'm still trying to figure that out.
And I'll help you. It's a lot to digest for sure.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah, but I could do it. I know I could do it. You gotta.
You could. You gooner. Rule 12.
I'm not gooning. Who's gooning? I just said I could do it.
The way you said it, I could do it.
I could do it. It's all in how you take it, right? It's all in.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the problem: perception, right? It's like I said the other day. I could say whatever I wanted to, like in my lower voice, and it would sound creepy. I can't help that
because that's exactly how I just took it. I could do it.
I just went to the fridge and I got a glass of water.
Stop.
Right? People take that as creepy, but I'm thirsty, so I went and get a cup of water.
Yeah.
I could do it.
Maybe it's their intonation, not just the pitch or the tone, but your the emphasis. That's what I need. The emphasis.
Oh, the emphasis.
The way you're emphasizing it when you're in that tone. That's what it is.
Well, the other thing too is if I go like right before I say whatever I want to say, it definitely.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. So before you continue, Serial Kitten says, I think she's just over going through her content constantly. It's always brought up as a non-Girl World LCU member. I agree with ALR. But so what you have to understand, Serial Kitten, is that stuff being public already, right? It was public over here, and then she brings it over here where you, as a non-LCU member, don't know anything about her or her past and have no context of who she is as a person. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of us just wanted as a girl world person, we just wanted people to know who she was coming here as a new person, as a new personality, especially a lot of the negative stuff that we think is relevant to be aware of, if that makes sense. We didn't want her to be able to come in here and just be like, I'm a great person, I'm perfect, this is me, da 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 da, and kind of let her pull the wool over people's eyes immediately and be able to skew things. We wanted a lot of pertinent facts to be known. We didn't want to necessarily rehash every vlog from A to Z because there was like over 3,000 of them, just a few pertinent things. And she wants to sweep for everything because she privated every single vlog on her channel. I think is a good, concise way to say it. So
I get that. Well, we'll have to see. Also, side note, Tech Protect asked like all detractors to like reach out to him to bring him up on the shows.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens, right? All right. So, let's go and get into Glass then, right? And then also, obviously your mama also comes in and then he gets kicked out or whatever, but let's go and get into that real quick. So this is
I want to talk
ALR
about food.
talking about Glass.
Going on Glass, yes. So I heard, 'cause I don't watch it, right? The only clip I saw was Yo Mama's clip. That's the only part that I saw was when he hopped on there. But like my whole thing is like, I want you to know that you're the only host that will go onto an op show, right? And talk shit about their co-host. I want you to know that you're the only host that will do
with
that.
an op show right now.
So this is what I'll say, right? That's actually not true. So
Right now?
it's what going on shows and like whatever, right?
No, but she's the only host besides Amber and Tech right now that have an op show. I don't think anyone else really directly has.
Oh yeah,
one
yeah. But I'm
right
saying like in the history, right? You gotta look at the OG queens, right? With the Hog and with Tina.
History, yeah,
Right.
but right now,
A lot
that's
of-
why I'm saying it in the context of right now.
Yeah, right now, yes, I agree. But like, you know, Tina and the Hog would fucking hate each other and they'd hop up on their shows and talk shit about each other all the fucking time. You know what I mean? That's something that
Historically,
yeah, it's 100%. But that's what made the show better. Because
Exactly.
they, and I tell people all the time, right? Because they think like when they got on camera, no, they did not like each other. I promise you, like at the OG Fat Camp, I promise you, they did not like each other.
and Amber doesn't get that. She doesn't want that friction.
Well, see, here's the other thing too, right? You got to remember also, Mafia Milkers was made as the op show for queens.
Yes, and I think Amber might have known that, but she doesn't want that, especially like in her little hole of a safe place.
But like, you know, the two former hosts of Milkers, right? They had beef with Tina, right? One of them really had beef with Tina because they got history. One of them kind of developed a beef because Tina didn't like him, and then you know the Hog just hated everybody. But you know, whenever it came to battling Mafia Milkers, the Hog and Tina always kind of came together to fight them in a united front. It was kind of like a weird, like, you know, we're going to beef, but if you fuck with one of us, you're going to fuck with both of us. Almost like a family.
As it should be
Yeah.
when you're on a show specifically.
Yeah. But, you know, I guess it was just different back then because it wasn't as prolific as ALR and the hate that ALR got from the past. Because you're talking like personal vendettas between two people and their co-hosts got wrapped into it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
I get it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think that, I don't know what those beefs and personal things were. I just know what hers are. And I don't think Fupa wants to be tied to ALRs, and I don't think ALR wants to be tied to Fupas, but I don't blame them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everybody has baggage, right? I mean, it just is what it is. But, I mean, real quick, wake up, little Susie. Amber will never change because she thinks she is never, ever wrong and will never admit to being wrong about anything in her life. So I beg to differ in one way. I think I got her to understand the different side of the coin on some things. Right.
What? Give you one example.
Whenever they were talking about like the how can I say this right? Tina and her opinion of what she was saying, right?
I don't think so because they argued it on this extension stream. They had to literally have random bigs come up there.
Yeah, I understand that, but at least when I was there, maybe she just shut down and didn't want to talk to me anymore because I was
And just
using
started
logic.
stonewalling you, and so you thought you were right because she wasn't pushing back anymore, which is not true.
Yeah, it's fair, but I could wrangle them.
Susie Mel, she has ever and no, Mel, has she ever admitted to being wrong? No. And Serial Kitten, I hope you hear that. She has never admitted to being wrong. No, actually, I take that back. She has, but has come across in such a snarky way because it's very much when she's been backed into a corner where she's like, fine, I was a terrible girlfriend, or fine, I was a terrible person. When she has tried to take accountability a lot of the times, she's often been like, fine, I'm accountable. And then you wait for the pause of her to be like, I was accountable because I was a bad person, because I shouldn't have locked someone in a bathroom. I shouldn't have blocked them with my body. I shouldn't have put hands on other people. You know, you're waiting for the reasons why, so you know that she knows, and it never comes. She just sits there and screams, I'm accountable, I'm a liar, I'm accountable, I'm a liar, those type of things. You don't actually see the processing.
So Dog Mom says she won't take accountability because it's always, I'm sorry, but. Right.
Yes, that too.
So, yeah.
Or she goes right back on it, or she keeps doing it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
All right. Let's continue to clip. That way they can kind of talk about it. Where's the wrong one? Go.
Like
We have a TCS, but I'll be right back.
Sicilian from
I
Brooklyn,
don't
super
think
chatty
you're doing that. He's
$20.
getting
Gambling,
wrong.
you're allowed your opinion, but so is the rest of the
I don't know
world.
when the TTS is
That's
gonna
why
end.
we have weight. You agree to disagree with people. I don't care about your politics, and I don't really want you to care about my politics.
I don't know. Let's assume that it's ended.
All right.
So I go on. What? Okay, but like our dynamic is different than other co.
Tech protect with the ramen. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
He ate like 3 times on the stream. It was annoying.
That whole thing, like you don't eat on stream, like that's been like drilled into my head so fucking much. I just couldn't do it. Now, if you're doing like an extension stream, you need a little snack, yeah, fine. But like
3 full things, yeah.
Yeah, just motherfuckers shoveling, bro. Just fucking vacuum cleaner.
It's not cute.
Vacuum cleaner. I also hate mouth noises.
I agree.
Do you like mouth noises?
No, that's some weird ASMR bullshit that literally gives me the ick.
Especially like the chewing, right?
Yes.
You know what's funny? So, side note, me and my wife were watching because we watch food channels and shit just about cooking because I love doing that shit and just getting ideas or whatever. So, it was this dude who was going to different like places in Asia to see ramen, right? How different ramen is done. And they were like slurping the food up. You know what I mean?
Mute. Kill the boom guy.
I was just, you know what I mean? But apparently, you know, in Asian culture, if you do that, it's a sign of respect to the chef saying that it's good. Kind of like, you know, whatever, like it's accepted. And I'm like I get that. Yeah, exactly. But I get that. I'm like, but the microphone is so close to their fucking mouth and they do the noise. I'm like, bro, like I get it. Like it's going to be there, but don't like fucking put the volume up when you're editing the shit. Like cut the shit down. You know what I mean? It's fucking weird, bro. Ken, I think Wings come back to Lolcow bus. He knows all the lore.
What? Does he really?
Wings? I don't know about Wings going to bus knowing the lore of ALR. I don't know if Wings knows all the ALR. Tech has been gaining huge weight. He's scarfing down carbs like noodles, and he's crying on live stream like the trauma dumping that happened today was very inappropriate. He shouldn't have been on. So, I mean, I'm not going to say it's trauma dumping, but I mean, if you're on a live stream, you get a phone call, and you know what I mean. Like, he's going to show emotion. You're gonna when you get a call like that, especially if you're close with your parents, you're going to show some type of emotion, right? Now,
he only even brought it up because people bitched last time that he didn't, and he should be able to keep some things private. We're all allowed that.
And someone said he was stress eating because of his dad. I mean, yeah, I get that, right? I mean, people stress eat. I get it. I'm not going to talk too much shit on him for that one. And again, I hope all is well and all that. And you know what I mean? Stress eating and boozing. Yeah, exactly. But I know they probably needed to do a weekend stream, but like my thing is, if you need to do a weekend stream, like you're being told to do one and you got to do one. Sometimes you got to understand like where your headspace is. And I mean, like if he would have asked and someone, because I think Phantom took over at one point, like if
I don't know about taking over, but he did pop up because of Fupa.
Oh, well, I mean, at the end of the day, like if he asked me or whatever, I would have done it. But again, like I didn't know. But regardless,
weekend streams around here are okay for drinking, even in excess, because it's fun. Like our place is supposed to be fun anyways, but like it's extra fun.
Yeah, I get that. But like I've never been a fan of like needing alcohol to have fun. I've never really been a fan of that.
I just think it's more fun.
I mean,
and he still ran OBS better than most of the hosts here. So
oh yeah, 100%. Tech's excellent at like all this. Like I got to give him credit where it's due. He is excellent at all this. Foster Ryder said, if I live with Jaffe, I'd stress eat 24/7 too. I mean, Lacey took over. That's right. Lacey came on. I forgot about that.
Oh, did she? And
Lisa
took
came on.
over?
Yeah.
I don't remember her taking over. I must have clicked out at that point. I must have been towards the end.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back to this.
It's like, say Gigi and Tina, for example, like they're friendly with each other, so it would be fucked up for one of them to go on a
Price
different.
tag
yes.
Super chatted $20.
One for me and one
Fupa
for
on
my
glass was
Yes,
amazing.
your mama, welcome in.
What's up, man? You tagged me. What's going on? What's happening? What's cracking?
I forgot. Why did Glammy get kicked? Glammy was on here, and I was going to ask you something, and now I
Somebody else
forget.
popped up and derailed the chat.
Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Well, your mama was here, and they silenced the black voice. Not Amber, not Fupa, someone else
I
did.
wanted him and Glammy up here at the same time.
So my question is, why is Jersey?
So I'm gonna say something right now, right? I think why it was brought up again and again because they got into politics on this episode, and I don't think Lolcow is the place for politics. I just don't.
No.
You know, because obviously they talked about fucking who voted for who and all that, and because I mean, like Tech, he's pretty liberal, right? Fucking Joffy's extremely liberal. Grimm's also, so they keep that on Lolcow Crib. That's where they talk about it. But like Lolcow Bus, I just don't think is the place for political discussion. I just don't. What do you think?
Like I keep saying, this is the place for fun. It's not the place for that.
Yeah.
That's why the other day when I love you guys, but when you brought up some of the stuff that's happening now, I was like, I don't want to talk about this. I just don't.
Oh, with Iran?
Mm-hmm. That's why I was just like, I don't want this right now.
Supreme Leader got. Sorry.
Yeah.
America's the best country in the world. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck yeah, I will say that. I'll sit here and say that all day. I love this fucking soil so much. So that's all I'll do here.
Well, the other thing too is, I mean, people wanted to bring up like ALR didn't vote this year or 2024, right?
Ever.
And there's always the argument of if you don't vote, then you really can't argue. You know what I mean? Because you didn't vote.
I like that. And that's about as deep as it can get around here.
I do agree with that, right? But I always said, to me, I'm an independent. I think both sides are fucked up. I'm not getting in some deep discussion, but like economically, I'm conservative, but socially, I'm liberal. To me, that's the perfect mix.
Let me see. I just saw a good comment. I personally think Lolcow's talking about politics is hilarious in content. And I could think so too if they did it in a more shallow, funny way. But like ALR made it really serious and deep, and like it killed the stream for the moments. And that's what I didn't like.
Yeah, because when I was watching, they were going into politics and they were talking. I'm like, why are we talking about this?
Yeah, if she made it like goofy and light, she wouldn't though. I could see it, like make it satirical, but she couldn't. So
Foster Ryder said she's never voted in any election. Has she ever talked about?
No, never.
She's never talked about politics at all?
She has, but she also doesn't know what she's talking about, which is exactly shown here by her deflection. She doesn't know what she's talking about, but she has made it known in her vlogs that she's never voted.
Yeah, and then Wake Up Below Susie said, yeah, she isn't registered, so there you go. Same shit said it turned into a cesspool of garbage. So that's the problem, right? What's that? Religion and politics are the two things that, you just avoid because that'll break up people, right? And like I was in the Discord talking.
It makes it deep.
I was in the Discord talking about it, right? And I was like, like my wife is from California. She's more liberal. I'm from the South. So, I mean, I'm more like conservative. And whenever we talk about politics, it's like foreplay, right? I was just kind of making that joke, what I mean? But, again, it is what it is. Like, I don't give a fuck who people vote for. That's your own thing. I don't treat people differently. But the issue
Foster
is...
said that's why you make it gross.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Oh,
just you.
Whatever.
But yeah, if they could, they're not intelligent enough really to make it like funny and satirical, maybe even like SNL style.
Yeah.
Here it's going to get deep and personal because there's feelings attached, which is fine to have feelings attached. Just don't bring it here then.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And you don't, how can I say this right? People will think differently based on your politics, based on who you vote for. But
and your religion.
Yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck who you vote for or what happens. I mean, obviously, Jaffe and his fucking progressive take about the little fucking dolls, that was weird. I just don't, you know what I mean? And people are saying like the show's too serious now. Han Solo.
Bronzy, I know, I agree.
Han Solo, the bus audience takes it too seriously, and then same shit, they killed the stream. That's what I'm saying. Like certain subjects you just don't want to talk about and get serious about because people start attacking because they feel personally offended based on a point. And then with politics, there's always an argument. So people would want to argue. Like, that's not the type of drama people want to see, right?
No, not from them. And honestly, like they did that really weird stream that I didn't even watch because it was weird, where it was just asking ALR questions, but they were like really deep and heavy questions. And I have a lot of people said it was even like the most unwatchable thing because it was just like deep, dark, and heavy. Like that's supposed to be a show that's like fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, you know, like on the first episode I was up, but we were talking about phallic objects and lesbians, right? I think that's a very light, funny topic.
It is, and it should be.
The problem is she probably would have took that super serious. Like I was trying to like offend her, and I wasn't. It was just like a bit, right? So.
Sexual diversion is like a way for her to hide because it deflects the attention of like, if I speak about sex and I speak about it so egregiously, people are not going to look at me. People aren't going to look at my body or laugh at me or talk about the bad things I've done. It's a deflection technique.
Yeah. And then I also made the comment in the Discord too. I was like, in my experience, liberal chicks are more freakier than conservative chicks, right?
Oh, you lit that main up. You knew what you were doing.
But see, the thing is this, it was twofold just because of the literal definitions of conservative and liberal, right? If you look at the literal definition of it, not the political, you know, it was like a twofold, but people didn't get that. But that's beside the point. So do you think it's a problem for Fupa to hop up on Glass and hang out with him?
Not at all. My actual problem with this, though, and I didn't get one guy to main, so to speak, but I definitely had that little Twinkie looking Tom motherfucker on my ass about this.
Ooh.
Is they don't get too excited, you nasty. They build it and they kind of clickbaited that it was a solo stream that she was running all by herself and that, you know, it was her first one and this and that. And first of all, they were late, which fine, it's her first one. But then second of all, they come in and I was not late. Jersey and Fupa come in together and they are already talking. They don't do an intro. They don't acknowledge their audience. They don't fucking say like what's going on, why it's just those two. And they're already talking and launched into a conversation.
Yeah.
And it was just jarring.
Yeah.
So
what are you going to do, right? So Jersey hopped up to obviously give ALR shit. That was obviously a scream fest. You know what I mean?
So, you know, it's really
That's kind of how it goes.
Every single time that I mention you, you hop in here. If I did the same thing on your show, I would be your fucking fourth co-host.
You can't because you don't even get up until fucking 6 p.m.
Bitch, I don't watch your show. I don't watch your show.
I don't watch your show either. If I watch it, it's with the fucking VC and we giggle about you the whole fucking time. I wasn't even watching currently. I was literally tagged. I was tagged.
Every single time I say your name, you're in here.
I was tagged in the VC. You want to talk about how I'm a chicken shit?
You don't watch my show.
You want to talk about how I'm a chicken shit, right? All right, well, I'm here, bitch. Say it to my face, you pussy ass bitch.
Let Amber go on Glass. I want to see that.
I genuinely love to see that shit.
I don't even watch Glass.
Yep. So I think if they did like 100 member goal for Amber to go up on Glass for an episode, I think that would get hit like that.
it would, but then she wouldn't show up and then we'd have to bitch about the scamming.
Nah, so here's the thing, right? I don't think she would scam member goals like that because it's not just her anymore, you know? And like, let's just be perfectly honest, right? Like her other stuff isn't like up. It's not ready to go just yet, right? I don't want to like just blatantly say it, but you know what I mean? I don't think she would go because she realizes just how lucrative this place is and how lucrative hate is, right, towards her. I don't think she would just up and leave like that personally. That's just me.
That was my beef though with Glass. They actually had a great stream, like for her first one being monetized, or not being monetized, but her first one being solo. It was great. They got a crown, they got a pay.
Hell yeah.
But that was my beef with it, is they billed it as her solo stream and she came in with Fupa, and then Zay ended up popping on later, and Phantom even popped on. So I'm like, that's not a solo stream. There ended up being like 4 of them at one point. So
Biddy Pop No Hop says you don't know Amber. I mean, maybe not, but I always try to like think of what's the best word for this? I try to think of not like the best in people, but that people would do the right thing, especially here, right?
And I keep telling you that Amber Lynn makes no sense, and she definitely doesn't have the best of much. So defer to me when you're here, and defer to Fupa if you ever go back on Bus to tell you what Amber would actually probably think.
I mean, fair enough. Fair enough.
I keep telling you that.
Fair
I
enough.
keep fucking telling you that.
I just think I think I can change people.
Yeah, no. She's 34.
Yeah, and I'm almost 40. I think I
And
can
can
change
you be
people.
changed?
Absolutely not, but I don't need changing. I'm a logical person. You can
Do you
admit I'm
think
a
she needs
logical
changing?
person.
Do you think she needs changing?
She needs more logic in her life. Well, here's the problem, right? When you do what she does, just like for years, day in and day
Hold on.
out.
Fuck you, Bibbidi Bob. I was literally on your side, you dumb motherfucker. Continue.
Okay. It's not even that, right? I just think that, if you use logic and not emotion, because when you start arguing emotion, because that's what I think about politics, you get emotional, you just lose it, right? But if you argue logic and try to get people to see the logical side of things, I really truly think you can start to change. Maybe not immediately, but you can start planting seeds, right? You can plant seeds of logic, and that way they'll start saying, well, he was right about this, or she was right about that, or anything like that, right? It'll start maybe to sway a little bit.
You can't do that though if people don't want it, and a lot of people don't want it because the emotions are so fucking deep.
Foster Ryder, how you feel about yourself, Ken, is how Amber feels about herself. I mean, fair point. Fair point. Han Solo says, you will change and learn to love A1. Fuck you. I will not learn to love A1. That shit is awful.
Oh, but logically
God-awful.
speaking, it's such a perfect sauce. It's so balanced with the umami and the salty.
That's not
and the
it.
Sweet.
That's shut up.
No?
Shut up.
Oh,
No.
That's how it is, Ken.
It's just vinegar. Literally, it's vinegar.
Well, that's how it fucking is. You tell Amber this is here and this is here and this is the balance and the da-da-da. And she's like, no, the sky is pink. Like, no.
It's too early for this shit.
Who the fuck are you telling?
Baby Boppy says, someone's cranky at 8 in the morning. Is that you or me? Probably
It's
you.
Actually, it might be both of us.
It's probably
Just be
you.
honest.
Just you.
Okay, Amber, be honest.
I'm
it's
always
both of us.
I'm a logical person, right? I'm not emotional.
Liar! You're a cranky old man. It's fucking both of us.
Fuck you. I'm not cranky. I'm happy. I'm a happy person.
You haven't smiled once this morning until I got up in the fucking fat suit.
Hell yeah, bro. Get your fat ass up. Never mind.
So it's both of us.
Whatever. Ken, you're trapped on a desert island. Your choices are ALR and Becky. Who do you choose? Bro.
He wants both.
Absolutely not. I choose.
Mel seems like she would use ketchup on an A1 steak. Hey, guess what? I'm going to blow your mind. I don't even eat steak. Next question.
That's why you look like a fucking twig.
It's a texture thing. I don't fucking like it.
Steak is amazing.
It's a texture thing. I really can't eat it. I don't fuck with it.
I'm poor. At Han Solo 989 super chatted $9.99. If you have A1 near you, can you dance with it for Ken? It's okay if not.
No.
I want you to be seductive with A1 sauce.
No.
You can do it. See, so here's the problem, right? You see how I said that? People are going to say that's creepy. But I was just saying it. I wasn't trying to be creepy, but it sounded creepy just because of my voice. I want you to be sexy with that A1 sauce, right? That's creepy. But if I just say it, it still sounds creepy because I got a deep voice.
No. I can regular dance for you like the regular goal is.
Show off the bottle. No need to spread.
That sounds bad.
It does sound bad, actually.
I'll go get you your stupid bottle. Hold on.
Han Solo, the GOAT. Appreciate you, Han Solo. But no, to answer your question, though, right? ALR or Becky, bro, I'm going to fucking bury my head in the sand and suffocate myself. That's what's going to happen. Fuck that. I can't. It's fucking gross. A1 is gross. But no, who's that? Same shit. Who's that? Hold on. Someone. DVDFL. No A1 on steak. Exactly. If the steak is good enough, it doesn't need A1 sauce. I ate a medium rare steak. It's juicy enough. Oh, God. This is horrible. This is absolutely fucking horrible. Guys, what are you doing? Same shit. Mel, I like you, but Ken belongs on bus. All right, start dancing.
Let's go. Can't slipping in the feed.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is gross.
Boomers loose on a meme stampede.
You're making this shit worse.
Melted for heels on the dash. Hold tight, baby. This that cash.
He say spreadsheet, I say slay. He say compound, I say pay. He shout dividends, I shout lash. He built Olympus on that cash.
Cannon and toga, flexing that gut. I turn the camera, zoom on the strut. You want the secret?
This is horrible.
Kneel for the shepherd of the Lolcow cash.
King came booming, markets crash. Merciful laugh and swing that lash. Lolcow cash. Boomer Greek God in a neon flash. Barbie to his Ken, we splash that cash.
Cash.
Good job. All right, sit down. So Boogie's Barnyard, Ken needs to be fired. It's all his fault anyways. What's my fault, Boogie's Barnyard? Let me know. There's a lot that's my fault. There's a lot that's my fault. I know that, and I accept that. But that's beside the point. Oh, God. All right. So anyways, let's get into the whole sweet tea thing. Where's that at?
While you're finding that, let me give them a puppy check because they're all on the couch. Puppy check.
It's beautiful. It's
Thank you.
absolutely amazing.
They're all sleepy puppies because it's so early.
Yeah. I had to wake up and I woke up and let Nala out this morning and fed her and all that. And she's probably asleep in my wife's office right now with her working. Hope you like that, Ken. No Han Solo, I didn't. You further ruined A1 sauce for me if it could be ruined any further.
If I had like my regular boobs on right now, this would actually sit in my cleavage, but these ones got no stank to them.
Please stop it. Stop
Nope,
it.
you wanted this, Ken.
No, I don't. Han Solo wanted it.
The suit and the A1. You asked for this. You get what you ask for, Ken, and be careful with it.
I hate you so much. This is fucked up. This is so fucked up, bro. This is so fucked up.
Be careful what you wish for, because sometimes you get it around here.
Whatever.
Talk to your fucking co-host. She's got me fucking livid. Got me fucking livid.
This was scary when it happened.
Bro, because I fucked up payroll and I accidentally sent Glammy's money to Sweet Tea. So Sweet Tea got an extra thousands of dollars that was supposed to be Glammy's money. Okay. So I took Sweet Tea and Glammy and put them in a group chat. And I said, Sweet Tea, could you just pay Glammy that extra money that you got? And she goes, now I'm going to have to pay taxes on it. I'm like, no, you won't. You only pay taxes on your income. She goes, no, I'm going to have to pay taxes on it.
That's not how that works.
That's not how taxes work, But apparently Appalachian Sweet Tea, who drives a vehicle that fucking breaks down every two days, knows more about
it doesn't go in reverse.
Knows more about the tax code than Keemstar. Okay.
Now listen, right? If it's in a group chat and he says send it, like if you Cash App it or PayPal it or some shit, right? All you got to do is just say that it's not for services or anything. You just send it to her because it's not going to show up in the 1099 as income. That's the only time she'd really pay taxes on it. Now, if she sent it wrong and said it was for like goods or services or something, then yes. But I mean, there's ways of doing it. There's ways of doing it to where you don't, right? And Sweet Tea thing.
Ken.
The fuck ever. Poop gosh, she has never paid taxes. Are you serious? She's been on disability for decades. I mean, that's probably true. But yeah, I just love when all these new people, Sweet Tea knew she was overpaid. Exactly. Right. Because like, let's just be honest, right? Like, roughly what you're going to get. Roughly. It's not like a science, but roughly what you're going to get. And if you got this massive amount more, I'd be like, yo, why did I get paid extra? And then
that would be the honest thing to do, right? Like,
you would
not
think.
To be like, woohoo.
You would think, but apparently not. Apparently not. But regardless, though, right? Like that's not it's not going to show up on your 1099 because it would get whatever. Yeah. Whatever. All right, let's continue. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, we'll just refund it. Obviously, if you just refund it, it'll be fine or whatever. Nope, I'm not doing that because I'm going to get taxed on it. I go, okay, just join the call with me and Mike. We'll talk about it and try to resolve. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to get talked into something I want to do. I go, join the fucking call. I literally said, join the fucking, at this point, I'm getting pissed, all right? I go, join the fucking call. She goes, good night. She goes, good night. Wow. Bro, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
She just wants to keep the money, basically.
I think so. Or she's,
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
She either wants to keep the money or she really is that dumb and thinks that she has to pay taxes on money that's not hers, that she will be giving back.
Well, the fact that she didn't want to get on a call with you and was like trying to run away really.
She goes, I'll talk to you after I talk to my bank and make sure that I don't have to pay taxes on this. You don't pay taxes on money that you give back.
Yeah, that's a quick road to get Sweet Tea fired. And then
that's literally what everyone was saying.
And then she will get taxed on that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's fucking. I'm sure she's never had a 1099 job in her fucking life. That's not how it works. I mean, people get overpaid and then fucking, because like, I'll just say this, right? Like working for the government, sometimes you get overpaid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
the
just
shit
give
happens.
it back, MBD.
You know what I mean? Or I mean, they'll just deduct it out of the accounting. They'll take it back out of the account. But that's neither here nor there. But Sweet Tea, give the fucking money back. Just send it to him back and then be done with it. I mean, the only other way around it, but it would be a pain in the ass, is if like, you know, next paycheck they just deduct that out of her check. But that's just too much work.
They discussed that later, actually, that would not be possible.
Oh, well, there you go. Again, I don't know how Keem does his payroll. I don't give a fuck. It's not my business. But I mean, at the end of the day, Sweet Tea needs to give the fucking money back and be done with it. This fucking, I need to talk to my bank and bro, stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Yep. She acts dumber than she is. That's facts, DVD. And then Justin said, even if she didn't, if your boss tells you you're going to fire you, listen. Why didn't he reverse the payment problem solve? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what system he uses for that, but I like Dustin's comment better. Like, listen to your boss. If you don't trust him enough to listen to him about the tax advice, but you trust him to work for him, you trust him to pay you in general, I think you should listen to his advice about that.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Han Solo says, I've been overpaid thousands before about the state and had to pay taxes on it, but I got refunded the next year's tax cycle. It was a hassle. That's the thing, right? Like, you know, this is all electronic. So sometimes there's human error because it's not just all automated, right? There is going to be some human error there. But I mean,
it all shakes out. Like it's a big deal, but it does get fixed and you just have to stay on top of it. But in this case, because it's not the state, we're independent contractors. It's different.
Much different. Much, much different. And at the same time, you know, Sweet Tea's just fucking over Glammy. You know what I mean? Because she has Glammy's money and she's like, fuck you, Glammy. I'm not paying taxes on the money I'm about to give you, right? It's fucked up, in my opinion.
Okay, so just to be completely unbiased and fair, Fu Manchu, you're saying that because you are new. Maybe that's true. Maybe I haven't been here long enough to know, but I still feel like as the person's boss, it just fundamentally, like if they said to do something, generally I'm going to be like, okay, or I'm not going to work here. And so, like we just said about Sweet Tea, if that's the case and she's not going to work here, she is going to end up more fucked over because she will have to pay taxes on it then.
Yep.
So.
And then Sterling in chat says, after the message she put out, I think she was just lying and making excuses the whole time to keep the money.
Right.
I mean, that's facts. But, I mean, look at it like this too, right? On the other side of the coin, she has a new baby coming. Who knows that situation? She got paid some extra money. Maybe she thinks she can keep this for the kid. Who fucking knows? There's a lot of factors that come into play on both sides of the coin, right? But again, doing the right thing is easier than doing the wrong thing, like 9 times out of 10, right? And also, you should have some integrity, you know. And also, if you don't give back the money, it's sending a sign to all the other hosts that you don't care anymore about this whole thing we're doing. So
yeah, you don't care about like your other co-hosts in general. She doesn't care about Glammy. It's a bad look because it makes her look like she doesn't care about the LCU in general.
100%, bro. 100%. But you know, what are you going to do? All right, let's continue.
You only pay taxes on your fucking income.
Correct. Whatever you report. So if you send it back, that's not part of your income, Sweet Tea.
Well, someone tell her this, bro.
Oh my God.
I'm livid. And you know, she goes, well, you could just take it out of my next check.
And I'm like, Keemstar, bitch. Shut up.
I could take it out of your next check, but I'm not going to. Just give Glammy her fucking money.
All right. So
he's so mean when he's drunk, and it's so fucking funny.
It is. So, you know, Sweet Tea put a message out in the Discord basically saying to Keem, you know, consider this. Like, since she didn't get her first couple days or 3 days on live, that basically that's her getting paid for that or whatever. And then Keem came back saying that he did the math and that was just completely wrong, you know? So it's like, what are we doing here at the end of the day, right?
No, he said that it was right. She wasn't paid for those days, but the amount she's stating that she got or that he knows she got would be incorrect. So like,
yeah, that's what I meant.
To give a chunk back.
Yeah.
So
at the end of the day, it's stealing.
Yes. Like you're still being shitty because there's still a huge discrepancy. Make it correct because otherwise you're being a shitty coworker and a shitty employee.
Yeah. So basically, this is Keem coming back and saying that he did owe Sweet Tea money. So that's what this is.
Shadow hanging over me. Okay, let's stop.
Fucking
Let's stop.
Twiggy.
I just want a public record of this since she was saying that she didn't get paid in November. I went
Sorry.
Say your fav music or movies.
All right, it's done. Go ahead, Keem.
I went back, I pulled the numbers, I got screenshots, I got everything in order. And Sweet Tea is correct. She is owed $800 from November, which I fully intend to pay immediately. The remaining amount that you were overpaid, you need to refund, Sweet Tea. The thousands of more dollars you need to refund. All right. Sorry that November got fucked up, but you're right. I double checked it. I triple checked it. But the thousands of dollars you were overpaid, you need to refund. It's not your money.
No, she ran. She took that check and ran. She said, "Peace out, bitches."
Well, we got extended.
Yeah. So that's basically that. But same shit. She got that big old tax check earlier, so she's getting her dentures. I mean, maybe.
She's been saying she's been getting those though since she was still on bus. She literally was like, "I'm supposed to get them in a day or a few days, right?" I swear she did.
I mean, that her being here, there's a whole backstory with the dentures, right? It's Boogie was supposed to help her. Boogie got pissed off. He didn't fucking help her. And then people were supposed to help her pay for it. Never fucking. There's a massive like lore with the dentures with her.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it is. But anyways, so I was bust. You know what I mean? Like honestly, like normally when we're gonna do the Remind, we're gonna do a lot of other shows, but Mondays are always the hardest day for that because there's only so many shows that go live that like happen that like had drama to really talk about. There was the Ultra that not a lot of people are talking about. He almost dropped the N-bomb on stream.
You're welcome. I brought that to you.
You did. Thank you. Do you have the video? Can you play it or no?
They put it in our docket chat.
No, they did. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me.
So I will give you the spill on that. Lucy, this is the story. Lucy was throwing squishmallows left and right, and she knocked over some flower water, and it spilled on her laptop.
Nice.
And her laptop is now dead. Poor thing, R.I.P. laptop. And so afterwards, Ultra is on screen with them, and he basically almost drops, a slur. And it is, you only notice it if you're listening, and because Lucy's eyes end up getting really big.
Nice. Well, if I remember right, people were saying that Sour Power asked for a different co-host after that happened because he didn't want to work with them anymore since he almost dropped the N-word.
This was just, last night? He doesn't even work with them anymore, right? He has his own show.
I thought they were on Jester together.
No, I think he was just popping up on Wild, but he is on Jester.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Sour Power and Ultra on Jester.
No, so he did this on Wild with Lucy and Wonder Woman.
Oh my God.
I might be confused. I'm sorry. What am I missing?
I don't know what you're missing. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't fucking know. Maybe I'm wrong. Ultra got one guy by Machiavelli. That's hilarious. Yeah, maybe
Death
I'm
by
wrong.
Water.
Maybe I'm wrong.
The laptop got death by base water.
It's all a mess. Yeah, it really is. Can you download the video and put it in the side chat in case people didn't see it?
Yeah, I got you.
Do that for me real quick. But yeah, anyways, 8 a.m. is going to be a new venture for us. I need to adjust my sleeping pattern yet again, but that's okay. We can do this. I woke up early and yeah, but anyways, it's going to be better. I promise you. I just got to get back into the groove of it. Usually takes me a day or two to adjust my sleeping pattern, but we'll be good. They put a baby list for Amazon on live and chat got deleted for saying it was wrong. Then Phantom lied to Keem saying it didn't happen. Yeah, that was a whole big thing too. That was right after he got his community manager too, bro. Phantom got his community manager and then told Keem that shit happened. This is a very short clip, by the way. It's not like anything crazy.
And it doesn't have Lucy's reaction in it, but
this is basically what was said.
So I don't give a fuck what that guy has to say.
You can hear him.
Yeah, and Lucy's eyes go.
Yeah, so it is what it is. So how do you like 8 a.m.?
I don't.
You don't like 8 a.m.?
No, I'm not a person yet. I'm not a person yet, but yeah.
You're not a person? Yeah, you're a fat suit wearing human being. That's what you are right now.
Stop.
But I'll say this, right? I'll say this. 8 a.m. is nice because it's like you wake up, you go to work, and then you got the rest of your day off, right? I'll say that. It's our power in the building. Cool. Never mind. But Sour Power is going to miss the best opportunity to milk his new cow if he wants Ultra for the show. If he wants Ultra off the show for that, well, he's going to have to learn, and he will learn like we all do by making mistakes. I'll say that much.
Absolutely.
But yeah. By the way, the unicorn onesie is out for delivery, so I should have it today, and then tomorrow I'll be wearing it. Hopefully, it fits.
If it doesn't fit, I still expect you to be wearing it.
Oh, 100% I'll wear it. If I got to like cut it to make it fit, then I'll do that or whatever. Love this time for y'all. It's before my morning meetings, but after I get the kids to school. Well, there you go. Hell yeah. But anyways, let me go ahead and get the redirect in for Rain.
Didn't Mama teach y'all liquids don't go anywhere near electronics? Exactly. Why was it so close? And that's an important piece of equipment for us. I would be like, shoot.
Oh, bro, I protect this like I had this fucking thing protected like it's nobody's fucking business.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, he probably said it before, same shit. I don't know. I can't speak on it. It was just something funny because it kind of slipped under everyone's radar and it wasn't addressed. So I thought it would be funny to kind of just, point it out again.
Yep. And if y'all don't.
Someone else.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
DVD said that they like this time because it worked well for them in Norway, which is funny because that's actually what we were talking about Saturday, is that it works well for a lot of y'all over across the pond. Since we have a lot of audience over there, the whole LCU does, but it doesn't always coincide well with a lot of our later shows.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one reason why I liked 8 o'clock, again, because of the European audience. But just to remind everybody, this is Desi's first stream because she's now the intern on Rain.
There's lots of everyone should definitely check that out because there's big expectations for that.
There definitely is, right? So hopefully y'all enjoy Desi because she's been on some shows, you know what I mean? She has definitely a certain type of personality that doesn't fit a lot of the other shows. But the thing is, people need to like get it out of her. Like they need to get her involved in the conversation purposefully. They need to make sure that, they ask her opinion on things because she doesn't just interject. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
she's used to vlogging. She's not necessarily used to the live.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll have to see how that goes because, Nick's the showrunner over there. He's still fairly new too. So maybe they can learn together. Who fucking knows?
Yeah, find a good dynamic back and forth.
Yep.
And Tammy seems like very nice. She has a baby, like a newer baby. And so she does give a lot of like nice motherly energy. Nick is going to be a new father here soon. So maybe they all will really gel together.
Yeah. Boogie will invade. I mean, probably that's what he does. Whenever she's on a show, he definitely invades.
And he's definitely jealous of Nick and like Nick's energy. And,
But I mean, we'll see what happens, bro. Like I said, Desi just needs the right people. And we'll see if Nick and fucking, what's her name? Angel? Not Angel. Fuck, what's her name?
Yeah.
No, her name's not Angel. I forgot.
Oh, I thought you were talking. Never mind. Wrong show.
No, yeah. I'm fuck. I need to wake up.
Works for me in Scotland. I love it.
We appreciate
I'm
that.
going to be so excited. You guys know how I feel about an accent and another language. Ooh, maybe this was the right time slot for me.
You're
Over
horrible.
6 foot and multilingual. You know where to find me. 8 a.m. on Cash.
You really doing that?
Yeah.
I don't
This
like
is
that.
where I'll be. I'm promoting my show on my show. What's wrong with that?
Jesus Christ. Tammy 10, thank you.
I said Tammy 10 like 3 times. Like what?
I didn't hear you.
I said, I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm too short for you to hear me. I'm on like a different area.
Well, whenever you talk, it's the peanut gallery, so it is what it is.
What?
When you talk, it's the peanut gallery.
What's that?
Charlie Brown. Come on, bro. You shut the Snoopy. You know Snoopy, right?
No.
Bro, shut the fuck up. There's no fucking way to know Charlie Brown and Snoopy.
No, what are you talking about?
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, Johnny got an intern too.
Bro.
On Nerds. And people don't think Tina's going to be happy about that.
No, he's on Nuts, right?
I know it's not one of the morning shows. It's going to be one of the late night shows.
Jesus.
But people still don't think Tina's going to like it.
There's no fucking way you don't know what Charlie Brown is. You're really about to blow my mind.
What are you talking about? Is that your friend?
No, God. You ever heard the meme when someone talks? Wah, 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 wah?
No, isn't it womp womp when you're sad? Like womp womp.
No, Jesus Christ, bro. There's no
Is Charlie
fucking
Brown
way.
like your old army buddy or something? Dude, I don't know. Are you having a fucking boomer moment?
Guys, there's no fucking way, bro. There's absolutely no fucking way. Jesus Christ, bro.
What are you saying to me right now?
Hold on. Listen. How much time we got? We got a minute.
Tina, we don't have any time. Tina's just going to be screaming in the background of another show.
Look.
Poor intern
Hold on,
Johnny.
bro.
And Tina's going to be in the background like, Johnny, put me on Discord.
Hold on.
Johnny, where's my Marlboros?
Hold on, bro. You don't know.
Shut the fuck up, Boosters Jaundice. Today was an amazing show.
You don't know Snoopy. Look at this. You don't
Is that your
know.
dog?
No, you don't know this.
6'7". 6'7". 6'7".
There's no bro. Bro, I'm done. I can't. I need to end this fucking stream. I'm over it already.
Maybe he'll show. He isn't gonna use him full time. Isn't an intern thing full time?
Guys, there's no fucking way. God bless.
6'7". 6'7". Do your redirect. Bye guys. Have a good day.
Guys, there's no fucking way, bro. There's no no. She's trolling me. She has to be fucking trolling me. There's no fucking way she doesn't know what fucking Snoopy is, bro. She has to be. There's no, bro. We're gonna see y'all tomorrow.
Such a dick.
Fuck you, bitch. There's no fucking way you don't know.
You're
what Charlie
such a
Brown
dick.
is. God. All right.
Are you still live?
What is going on, everybody?
I am still live. Oh shit.
Rain.
Fuck.
You're in
It's
their
playing.
stream. Yeah.
No, it was playing. Let me make sure the redirect's in, so I send it to him. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for the donos. We'll be back at it tomorrow. There's no fucking way you don't know what Charlie Brown is, bro. I don't give a fuck.